Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Ooh Ladies First Panel. What is going on, everybody? Okay, shout out to y'all that wait around in the chat. We always be, just a tad bit late. We be trying to get things together. You know what I'm saying? We be
And
trying to
not
get
rushing
things.
us.
Okay, shout out to y'all. Okay, we be trying to get it together. And we definitely hope that during that time that you guys are waiting, that you're liking the video, you're subscribing to all of our channels, and you're also sharing the video with your good Judies. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, those are ways to support all of us. Okay, you can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter at OohLadiesFirst, at Jami ThatsMe, at Bondy Blue, and at Necey Dixon. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, advice, whatever, go ahead and send that to OohLadiesFirstPanel at gmail.com. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope y'all have y'all manners, okay, in order, and you have come in and you have liked the video. Okay. Ladies, are you guys ready to get this thing started tonight?
Absolutely.
All right.
Ready, Eddie.
Well, let's go ahead and let's hop into it. Hey everybody, how are ya? It's Thursday. What Thanksgiving was last week, right?
Girl,
Uh-huh.
Why it
Yeah.
seemed like it was like 2 weeks ago or something, like 2, 3 weeks ago.
That's what I
it
was
don't
thinking.
feel
I
like
don't
it
know.
was that long ago. I still got shit in my refrigerator that literally need to throw away. It wasn't
Oh
that far away.
hell no!
No, because we
Mm-hmm.
was
Y'all
done with
cook
the
that
shit we
much?
cooked. No, we was done with the shit we cooked like at the beginning of this week. And then he went to his mama house and got more.
Oh damn!
Oh, he got more.
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
Hmm.
Yeah, we just made enough for it to be gone in 2 days.
That's what I
We
wanted.
didn't want to have a lot like last year. It
That
was uh.
and he still went and got food and put it all in my refrigerator. And I just got food in there that I'm not about to open up. Like I'm
I
just
know
like,
that's real.
bring home some goddamn Chick-fil-A. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on him to come
Oh,
over.
Jamie, I always be wondering if you don't y'all have like a real nice Chick-fil-A in Atlanta, or is that not ready yet? The 3-story one.
I don't know if that's ready. I'm not
Oh, okay.
sure. I
I
know
low
they're
key want
supposed
to
to
go to
be.
Atlanta just for that.
I believe I saw an article where they're supposed to be building some type of different Chick-fil-A or something like that. It's supposed to be building something. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I saw an article about that. But
Mm.
I don't know. Now you got me questioning because I'm over here like, okay, I might need to pull up too. Let me see what that one giving. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Um, I have something I came across over on the Shade Room. And I wanted to run it by y'all just to get y'all thoughts and see who y'all think would actually make a good couple. I saw this on the
Mm.
Shade Room and I thought it was interesting how they tried to pair these individuals together. And we have Devon Franklin and Miss Tia Mowry, Chloe Bailey and Jack Harlow, and Nas and Lala Anthony. Now, for
Hmm.
me, I would not mind seeing Chloe link up with Jack Harlow. I think that would be cute.
That's who I was leaning towards.
Mhm.
But y'all know I'm not good for like no type of movies. I know we be talking about black movies, but literally no movies. I watched Home Alone for the first time last week, and the people were saying that Jack Harlow looked like the thief, the burglar. And so,
I
like,
know they
just because I'm
didn't.
thinking about
The
Home
movie
Alone,
screaming and shit.
I
Yeah.
he
know
looked just like him. So
Yeah.
if I wouldn't have seen that meme, I would have said Jack Harlow and Chloe. Um, The other ones I'm not really. I guess I'm gonna go Jack Harlow and Chloe, but that's just my little hesitance towards it.
Can I decline all three?
Yeah.
I decline all three because I don't trust nothing about the preacher. Okay. I don't trust nothing about that. I don't think that another actress needs to go and be with the preacher. I'm sorry. I just don't. I feel like Chloe can have a little smash and pass with him, but it's the earring. Like it's just giving problematic. Ain't nobody got time to be getting played by a white boy.
Ooh.
Cause that's what it feel like. It feel like you would give him a shot because you thought he was a little cute, but that ain't normally your swag. You'll give him a little try, and then
Mm-hmm.
he'll try to play you like you tripping. I think the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Like,
Ooh.
what's Tamar man name?
yes, Jr.
Ah.
Jr. Jeremy, whatever his name is. Yeah, him. He that. And over here, Nas and Lala. Girl, first of all, Lala, I hope her face is okay. Because sometimes I be feeling like, have you lost control of it? Because I know you keep fucking with it. And Nas, ever since Khalees told us about him and then he popped up with Nicki Minaj, I don't know what's going on over there. All I know is I don't trust nothing with Lala and Nas in conjunction. That's feeling like a power episode that I don't need.
Interesting.
It do seem
Now
like a
I
power
am
episode.
hearing, I did hear somebody tell me that Nas and Carmelo be on the same shit, so that won't work. Anyway,
What
I was
type of
like,
shit they
oh,
be on?
Whole
cheating
shit.
asshole shit. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see
that's
that.
what it's giving. I was like, what? Nas be all on that? I guess so. Maybe that's why he didn't really have no girlfriend for real. I mean, outside of Khalees and Nicki, I mean, we don't really know who else he out here dealing with for real. So
And Tia and Devon, that'd be a horrible combination because Tia is trying to live her best life. No, I
the
couldn't
church would
imagine.
like her. The church would like Tia.
Tia wouldn't like the church
Mm,
though.
Good night.
yes, that's my point. I don't think she would. Tia's not that girl.
She pretend. She pretend like she, that good girl Susie homemaker. I'm cooking shit for y'all. I'm pregnant all the time. But that's just the shit that women think they supposed to do until they get tired of it. And then, we be finding out the real them. But I feel like Tia figuring out who the real her is. So we're gonna see. But I definitely don't think the real her is supposed to be with Devon Franklin, child.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking it would be interesting to see if anybody from that list that they put out actually ends up hooking up at a later time in 2024, and then they're gonna be trying to run it back, flashback. We said that, so that would be interesting to see. I ain't mind Tia and Devon, but I mean, I guess not. I
That don't
I
sit
think
right in
Niecy
my
made a good
spirit.
point. She's too free.
Mm-mm.
He
And it's something
might
about Devon
use
that's
the
just,
church to might possibly manipulate or something. Then she'll
and I'm
be
gonna tell
back in
you,
the cycle.
it's not even that. I
Mhm.
really do feel like now that I can see it clearly, I'm looking at Devon like, Devon, why was you with Megan Good? Because something ain't right about Megan Good. So now I'm looking at him like,
Oh, really? What you think?
I don't know, but I just kind of feel like Megan Good might be one of them pretty crazy bitches. Like, I don't know if y'all know these. They skinny, they don't gain a lot of weight, they smoke cigarettes, they are beautiful, but they crazy as a Bessie bug.
She still smokes cigarettes?
I think so. And the reason why I say crazy as a Bessie bug is because the way she was walking into court like she was Coretta Scott King, bitch, with Jonathan Majors.
With the thigh out.
Girl, with the heels. I was just like,
Oh.
She looked like she was ready to, would look like she was about to smoke.
I'm fucking beside him. Like,
chest was out. Chest was out. I was like, damn.
My man. Okay, down here to the courthouse together because I'm gonna hold him down. And I was just kind of like, that bitch crazy. And then I was looking at the way Devon was crying and shit. And I was like, Devon, you still ain't all the way right. Cause I don't trust nobody that paint their scalp. But essentially, like, I'm thinking like Tia ain't that type of crazy. So yeah, no.
I'm so glad that you called that out on the video with Meg because Megan, I watched the video 3 times just because of her. Like she walked in like she had an attitude. I was like, damn. And then I was also thinking about her choice of like her dress was fine. She looked good, but she gave y'all just a little bit of thigh. Like she came there for y'all to see what the fuck they was stepping like.
Standing on business. Do you hear me? That walk was given. I stand on business. I stand on business.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, okay, girl, it better turn out the way you walking in that courtroom. Because if not,
I know he give he'll yank your ass up and you might like it. That's what it's giving. It's giving Jonathan Majors may not be I'll punch you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? He may not be one of them, but it's giving out, out your arm or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just slinging your little skinny ass around and you love it because you're like, oh, a strong man. I'm gonna fall into him. Yeah.
I immediately thought about how like a month ago, remember they was trying to say they were gonna charge the white girl with
they weren't
assault.
Yeah.
And then they ended up saying that they wasn't. I was thinking, who put that out there? Who from his camp?
Well, I believe she got charged. They just said they weren't arresting her. So she was
Oh,
charged,
so
but
she
they just
was
she
charged.
was charged. Yeah, NYPD charged her, but they was like, whoever, I guess the DA was like, but we're not gonna arrest her. Like, it's not, you could do whatever you want to do. It's not going anywhere.
Because they
So
didn't
they're
really want
still
to do that. I think that his lawyer and the way they really weren't going to do that until he went into the police station in June and said that she hit him too, and she scratched him up too. And I'm like, now why the fuck you ain't say that in March? Why you ain't have all of this evidence on your person of her scratching you and fighting you like you said she did in June? Why you didn't say that shit in March? So to
This was
me,
March. We've been waiting on this since March.
since
yeah,
March, I think so. I think it's been March or Feb.
it
Yeah,
was,
I
it was
think
March.
March. Yeah.
So I
Wow.
was just like, that don't sit right with me. And then, like, just the whole situation, like, we know when that text message was put out, it seemed like that girl did not want to press charges. And the police might have coerced her into the situation because of how things played out. But essentially, when I was just the lawyer, his lawyer gives me weird ass pick me vibes. I don't know why. But his lawyer was the one that keeps putting stories out as if the police are saying this and they're not. She's the one that said the police are going to arrest her because she assaulted Jonathan Majors. And she was the one that was kind of putting that shit all in the blogs and shit. The police had never really put anything out. The district attorney had never really put anything out, but they did once his lawyer kept putting shit
Start
out.
putting stuff out. She was trying
Yeah,
to apply pressure by using the public
she
to
was.
get them to sway their decision. Interest. I was going to say something about that. I was going to say something. I don't know. I was going to say something about this Jonathan thing. I can't even remember. Oh, I'm interested in seeing what the taxi driver, because remember they were trying to say that the taxi driver was a witness and is willing to testify on behalf of Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to
Oh.
see. And then they also said that they had footage from inside the taxi of what really happened. So that's what I'm trying to see. But I feel like the story is so
Convoluted.
yes, because one, we're hearing a story about him calling the cops and she's going crazy at the home because she was
Mm-hmm.
too drunk. But then we're hearing the story about the
The
incident
taxi,
in the taxi.
because it was a
And
dare part.
then she's saying that her arm was injured, and I'm like, I don't know if her arm was injured or not, but they dropped a video of her being in the bar where
Mhm.
she's drinking and she's fine. And then there was another video where they had
On the
just had
corner.
the argument and she went, to the corner and started talking to those people. So I'm just like, girl, I'm trying to find out what the hell going on. For me personally, I don't think neither one of them are innocent in this situation, but I'm interested in finding out what the additional details are that we don't really know.
Because
What the
there
you
was
know?
something that the judge decided not to allow to be talked about publicly. It's sealed. I read that today. That
Oh.
is something that kind of makes him look bad that
Mhm.
they've sealed. And I was kind of like, now I wonder what that part is. What are y'all sealing that's a part of this that would make him look bad in the public eye? Um, but I don't know. But what I do know is I feel like neither one of them called the police initially. Whatever was going on between the two of them in that taxi, somebody
Mhm.
else called the police because of what was going on in that taxi.
Mhm.
And then that situation diffuses. She go out to a club with strangers because she's a weird white girl, and he goes to a hotel, I guess, to meet up with Megan Good, girl. Who knows? But either way, when he goes back to his apartment the next morning, she didn't, passed out, took pills, I guess, tried to kill herself or some crazy shit. And he had to get the super to break the door down. The police were called because of it, because she was, I guess, passed out. So he called the ambulance and all that. That's why she was in a text message saying that I told them that I didn't want to press charges and you were just looking out for me because of what had happened between us. Like, that's what she was saying, because he called the police because she was passed out in his place. We didn't understand that back then because all we knew about was the taxi shit, and then we found out about the house shit, and what we were confused.
Right. The
Timeline.
timeline is yes,
Yeah,
it's off. It's off.
it's off. But to me, it just kind of feel like he probably one of those dudes that is kind of like controlling,
Mhm.
slightly abusive, maybe not punching nobody in the face, but he'll yoke you up, he'll grab
Mhm.
your arm, he'll jack you real hard, he'll talk to you crazy, but he ain't gonna do enough to leave no mark on you. Like, that happens all the time. And I don't
Mhm.
think that, I don't think he like really fractured her finger based on what we've seen since then, but I think he did enough to like make her feel like, oh, my shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did, but my shit hurt.
I
I
think
mean,
that this
I feel
comment from
a tall thing of bricks. So it's probably not much you could do that's gonna fuck around and injure your ass with this man.
You said Jonathan is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking at that comment from Southern Belle Reviews. I think him texting Megan Good and cheating on the girl is sealed information. And low key, I was just sitting here thinking to myself, I agree with this only because in what world would a judge protect a potential abuser who hasn't been deemed innocent yet?
That's a
Like,
good
why?
point.
Why would he do that to protect his jobs? I think what they did the play on was, I want to protect Megan's job. So let's not speak on this. And that's why it's sealed. I don't think it's sealed on his behalf. It's probably sealed on Megan Good's behalf because she's
That's
not
a
really
great point.
an involved party.
Absolutely. That is a great point. That's a good observation there. That makes a
maybe we'll see. But it's another reason why it makes it even more like fucked up. Like that you had this girl at your house and all of that, and Megan is who you texting and calling. She responding to you texting and calling, and now you don't give a fuck about her no more because now you done moved on to Megan. So you basically like, bitch, get get on away from me, bitch. I don't want you no more. And
girl, he's still an NIGGA. You thought you got some different, girl. He's still in
He's
it. That's
we'll
what
see,
they.
though. We'll see if it's about Megan. I mean, that might be why she's so gung-ho to show up and stick beside
I think it is. I think it is. Because I just don't understand why he would do that on her behalf. Because whatever's alleged, he gonna have to fight in court. So I'm like, why are you? They didn't do that shit with Johnny Depp. They had shit on TV.
They did, and
they didn't do that with a white man.
I wonder who decided to have the case and not aired. Who decided to not
potentially help not taint the jury? I mean, but with him cheating, really, I don't know. Cause niggas cheat every day, B. Like, this is I don't know. I honestly was like, maybe it was like, a dildo in the ass. Who knows? Like so shit that's really embarrassing. I can't let
maybe. I mean, that's not necessary for us to know. So maybe.
I was just thinking, like, maybe it was in the text messages or something, like it's in Discovery somewhere. I don't know.
That was my second thought, Bondy. The first one was maybe. The second one was like,
some suspect shit that he doesn't want anybody to know about. Yeah, we'll see. But I know one thing: when he have all them fucking muscles, the nigga looked a little bit more closer to what I think his personality is like. When he get the muscles and all of that, now he look like he ain't, an incel. But before the muscles, he look like a black incel. Big head, small shoulders, skinny neck, angle behind the eyes. My opinion.
Poor Jonathan, child. We shall see. Hopefully this trial won't last too long. I'm gonna say this though, Jonathan. Good luck, because baby, the last time we had a trial like this, that person locked up for 10 years around. His trial was around this time last year. Okay. Ooh. So hey Tori, how are you?
Oh yeah, he shot somebody.
So hopefully it works out in your, we'll see what happens, honey. Good luck.
The odds forever be in your favor.
I am Megan favor too, because girl, do you know I will have a Kiki? I will get a custom made clown mask if
she need one already to me. Because why you can't just be his little girlfriend and not show up to court with him?
That's what I'm saying. Support him when he come home. I know you had a long day. The world been against you all day. Let's cuddle and watch Netflix. Yeah. But I ain't gonna be in the streets with you.
No, I'm not stepping out in my red bottoms down to the courthouse with you like this is an honorable, situation.
Not just stepping, but stomping.
Okay. Listen,
damn, Meg, I'm nervous for you, girl. I'm nervous for you. Okay. Anything else on Jonathan? We threw that in there. We hope you guys enjoy that. Anything else on them? We good? Okay. So now I want to switch over because I want to talk about Nick Cannon real quick. Nick Cannon is about to propose a show to Zeus, and I just want to see what the hell he over here telling the people. So let me switch over and we'll get into it real quick.
Girl, not Zeus.
His first game show / event / variety show all in one. So the thing on Wild 'N Out, where we do everything from roasting each other to pick up got props games, and it's that type of energy, but it's with the talent that you love to see on Zeus. So, and it's really, that's why we put verses right in the middle. It's we talking about everything that could collide. We gonna see. We going natural versus BBL. We going light, dark skin. We going East Coast versus West Coast.
And then we might have to get even some the baddies against somebody.
Yeah. Hey, you the boss man, so like if
baddies versus the cabaret girls, I don't know.
I'm saying right there. Jocelyn and Natalie are up to it. I will host.
I think the fans would want that expedition.
Zeus's first game show / event / variety show.
I don't like that. First of all, I'm just over Zeus at this point, and I hate that they have such an audience. And I feel like a lot of their audience is like really young people that buy into it, but it's like they ain't doing nothing. All they do is fight all the time. They run in circles. Like I feel like Zeus is a way to just they just get easy money. Easy money. All they do is have the camera on for all night, maybe 5 hours, and then they chop that up and spread it across 4 episodes. So like at first when Jocelyn's Cabaret was over there, like it was cool, and then Bad Boys was cool, but then after this last season of Bad Boys, I was like, I'm cool on Zeus. I just don't, they don't got no direction for real. So what are we doing? And then Nick Cannon, you going over there proposing opportunities to them, and then talking about some light skin versus dark skin, BBL versus natural. I'm like, oh, you trying to create a problem? Like that's what they love though. Look at Krishan and Bluefoot. They love that type of stuff. It's gonna only bring more people there, more views, more money.
If they want to celebrate degeneracy and give even more examples of ignorant, mentally disturbed behavior to be, shown for profit, like if that's what you want to do, Nick Cannon, like you already out here, baby daddy to the world and shit. I guess you can't get more degenerate. So we might as well just go ahead and lean into it. And hey, for some people, that's what y'all be on. All I'm gonna say is no, thank you. I'm straight off that. My vibration is not willing to go that low.
Yes, yeah, that last part. Yeah, I don't know. Shaking my head. He trying to get the NBC money, the Zeus money, the ABC money, VH1 money. He would have been better off just saying having a show with his baby mamas on there.
Oh,
it's just
that's what we might as well do instead of trying to make money off all of them disenfranchised idiots on Zeus. Why don't you bring your fucking baby mamas on a reality TV show and make a mockery out of your life on a public, stage such as a reality show on Zeus? Bring all of the baby mamas except for Mariah. Just put like a cardboard cutout of Mariah there, and then have the rest of your baby mamas come through. Or they'll do whatever you say. All you gotta do is call an assistant, right, Nick? And you're gonna rally up the troops. So I'm just trying to understand why you need to go and get the people from Zeus for your degenerates, bullshit, when you can just go get your baby mamas and
do his own thing. Because don't he got incredible? Like I thought he had like an app or a website or something. I thought he had his own. Well, maybe it's just a production company, but Nick, you could make your own app.
Getting a new baby mama. That's what his show need to be. Who's gonna be Nick Cannon? Nick Cannon's next baby mama. Okay,
yeah.
You do it like Flavor of Love. You have all of them come on there. You do the dates and see who could change.
I low key might watch that. I would watch that. I
really?
would, because I want to see the level of ignorance that lives within the sister wives community, or I wouldn't say sister wives, sister baby mama community.
I definitely want to see that dynamic. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
that's an actual story. I don't care about the people that y'all put on Zeus fighting and arguing. Honestly, I don't know how people are still entertained by it. Like Tommy, you know what I mean? Like I saw the roly poly girl said that she quitting Zeus. I'm like, yeah, after you didn't let him roll your ass down and shit.
Good night.
I'm just saying that she got her ass bust a few times. I seen Suki was over there, and I seen some girl kick the fuck out of Suki. A couple of guys. I don't know what's going on over there. All I know is it's basically Fight Club on reality TV. And
it's World Star Hip Hop.
It is on an app for sure. Absolutely. I feel like Nick has enough baby mamas that each one could probably have their own reality show under Incredible on an app. So the people that's interested probably could see the workings of their lives and maybe they could get a check or something.
I want to see them on a show together. And then you know who could be a friend of one of the baby mamas is Cam Newton, new baby mama. I would love to see that.
Jazzy. Oh my God. Please watch Jazzy. Please. I know that's what you want, right? Baby mama number 3, third time's the charm.
I don't think she want no reality show.
Why not? You want?
I mean, I'll watch.
I feel like I think Jazzy is public and private. She wants y'all to know who she dating and who she with, but too many opinions is gonna cause problems.
They already got problems. She having uncomfortable anal sex with this nigga and crying in the shower. It's already.
Oh no! When did she say that?
In a podcast, sit down.
You missed that?
What's the girl? Shan
Is that the one? Oh, okay. So I only saw the clip. No, I watched the Shan Booty interview. That was like a year and some change ago.
And
she talks about pleasing him.
I don't cry to him. I just cry in the shower. And you know, I have really, you know, the pain, the anal sex is painful, but I do it for him because I love him.
Yeah.
Okay, Kimmy.
Not okay, Kimmy and Barry.
Oh, listen, because if she ain't gonna do nothing, she gonna try to find a way to give him the pussy that she can't bear to give him. Girl,
now that she only steaming the pussy. Girl. We done ran out of all type of shit. I was like, this is when I've had enough. I've had enough.
Ma'am, maybe you're just not attracted to this nigga no more. You ever thought about that?
Because that's heavy on that. Heavy on the
about not giving him coochie while I'm dealing with cancer would turn me the fuck off. So I don't know.
Not getting a yoni steam. You done try all kind of things and it's still not working. Yeah, heavy on the maybe no attraction anymore. Shit, y'all is on one tonight for sure. Embarrassing. Is there anything else? Okay, I think we might slide over and get into some fashion or something of that sort.
Ooh.
Get into some things. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hey ladies, come through Pregnancy Glow. Thanks, Saltwater Daughter. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get into some fashion. Once I can find my thing. All right. So you guys that y'all may or may not know that Beyonce has premiered her Renaissance film. So that's out and she decided that she was going to do like a premiere party, whatever for it. And there were a few guests that were in the building. So I pulled forward some of the fashions and I just wanted to get you guys thoughts on the attire. Okay. We have Marsai Martin, Lori Harvey, and girl, her name is coming to me and I can't even think of it.
Normani.
There we go. Normani. What are you guys thinking about the outfits? I know for myself, I really like Marsai's outfit. I think it looks super cute and fitting. I can't believe that she's growing into the grown woman that she is. Love the hair. I think she looks super cute.
I also Morticia Adams.
She looks like who?
Morticia Adams.
Good night.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Is that not a hood on her head?
No, that's her hair.
Oh, it's like a hood connected to the dress. God damn it.
Maybe it's the photos. I think Lori looks cute. It don't take a whole lot. I think she looks super cute. I like the outfit. I like the way the sleeves are popping out over there. Normani. Okay.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I feel like Normani is very beautiful, but I don't know for the premiere though. You gonna be comfortable sitting on them theater seats with your ass out like that?
Stocking.
This is my favorite look.
Really? I think it's great for if she's about to go and perform, but to sit at a premiere, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm listening.
Girl,
Yeah, she
stocking.
do got stocking. She probably gonna have a coat or something. She gonna be sitting on something. She ain't
I'm
gonna
about
just
to say,
sit
it's a
down
nice
bare.
seat. This is Beyonce's premiere. I'm sure those seats
Right.
are.
Oh
Okay.
well, let me. You are absolutely correct.
It's given.
She
Beyonce.
definitely, yeah, it is giving Beyonce.
I like them all. I do. I like the only thing I don't like about Marseille's is I feel like it, even though it looked like it fit to me, it looks
Mhm.
like it's swallowing her. Like,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like she
Mhm.
just, I just feel like she disappearing in it a little bit. It's just not what I would have liked for her to wear. Cause I know she's trying to look grown, but
Yeah.
just something about it just feel like it's swallowing her, you know? But she's still her face, décolletage, amazing. Lori looks so cute. Oh my God, legs. I love them. Normani. I like Normani's look, but I wish Normani's hair was up with this outfit. But I think they all look beautiful.
I think Marseille's, I know what you mean, Bondy. I think it's because she's short and that middle part makes itself for like somebody with a super long torso and
Mhm.
super long legs. But I think she look cute. I love seeing Marseille everywhere. Marceau, oh Lord. Marseille everywhere. I can't, every time I see her, I can't help but think about Sky Jackson, the other girl that was on Disney, because I just feel like Marseille, she is gradually like blooming into like an adult, like so effortlessly, and it's not really giving cringe, kind of in the way that I felt like we saw with Sky. And they're really similar, but I mean, yeah. I think all the ladies look good. Normani is my favorite. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing about none of their outfits, actually. I think they all look good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then we have another set of ladies over here. And that is giving Miss Chloe Bailey, Miss On My Mama, On My Hood, I Look Fly. What is
Victoria Monet.
Victoria
Victoria?
Monet.
I wanted to say Vanessa so bad. And I'm like, ugh, it's not Vanessa. It's not that. But yes, Victoria Monet and Miss Coco Jones.
See what Victoria Monet has on? That's what I thought was going on with Marseille's outfit.
Oh wow.
Somebody in the comments said Marseille did have a hood on that you can see in the other pictures. That's what somebody said.
Oh,
Because that's what
let me
that
look at
looked like.
Because it looked like she had her hair. Okay.
It's giving Queen of the Night vibes. Go ahead, Jamie. Because I know you're going.
Yes. So I actually like all of these ladies' look. I really love Chloe's look. I really like that. I mean, Chloe has a great body. Makeup looks great. Very pretty. I was kind of one. I don't know why I thought the theme was more so silver or like a black color, but these ladies came out being vibrant, and I'm really here for it. I think Victoria looks absolutely beautiful. It's kind of making me think of Betty Boop a little bit with a hood on.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how are you serving just so much sexy in face and you slit covered all the way up? Like her and Chloe, like they look amazing. I also think Coco looks great too. I mean, is her ponytail that long? I don't know if it's like a super long one, but she looks beautiful. I'm loving the leg. I love a piece of a thigh, honey. So I think all of these ladies look good.
I agree. I think so too. The only one that I'm really kind of about is Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about that top part that it looks too matronly, even though like the middle is all showing titty and body and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the top part looks, I don't know, dated in a way I don't like. It's something about it that's given late 80s, early 90s in a way that I do not like. But
Around the neck and shoulders.
yes,
Mhm.
but outside of that, I like how, I like how her boobs and everything look. And she has a beautiful body, and that color is very nice on her. I love that she's wearing her locks. But yeah, I don't like the top of Chloe's dress. I think Victoria Monet looks like Strange. Like, it's cute and I like it. Like, she looks amazing, but I almost didn't recognize her without seeing hair. So that's why it's kind of like Strange. But I love it though. She looks amazing. Really good décolletage. Coco looks good, but I don't like the dress because I often don't like dresses that look disjointed or like they don't like like with your body, it goes against however your body is with the cuts and the drapery. I don't really like that, but I do like the split. I do like the color. I do like the ponytail. She looks beautiful.
Yeah, I think they all look amazing. Damn, it's hard for me to choose a favorite. If I was to choose a favorite, low-key, I'm gonna go for Victoria Monet. I like her outfit the best. Yeah, Chloe's titties look amazing. She was great. And Coco Jones is giving something about yeah, I love it.
Coco.
I love it. I love all of it. They all like. Did anybody get an L at this Renaissance premiere?
Depends, we have Lizzo, we have Janelle Monáe, and then we have Miss Haley Bailey. I don't like anything about Lizzo's fit at all. I hate it so much. I don't like the ruffles going down the side, and she just got too much going on. It looked like ruffles are on the drape or whatever she got going on, this coat, and then it's just a lot of fabric. Like, I don't like it. Janelle, I can't decline and say I don't like this. I feel like it's more on brand with, her type of styles that she likes to bring to the front. I think that she looks cute. And Miss Haley, they say, hey, Sally, Hallie, that's what it is, Hallie. No, but I see that you're trying very hard to cover up some things, and you could have done better. You just came in there with a fur jacket on and some shorts or something. No, ma'am. I don't like that.
She's pregnant. Wrap it up.
Right.
Honestly, if she had on what Janelle has on, it would have been better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even Janelle.
Oh no, I would have clowned her ass if she had that on. For real.
What?
If Hallie had on what Janelle had on, oh my God, it would have been much worse than what she's actually wearing right now, because everybody pretty much has the inclination that she's pregnant. So if you would have tried to pop out with the Janelle Monáe, oh my God, y'all. She did right.
Janelle Monáe is the only one I like though. Janelle, because I feel like it's on brand for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks pretty. I don't prefer polka dots, but it's on brand for Janelle Monáe. So I like it. I don't like Lizzo. I feel like, girl, give 1997 back this look. And girl, Haley, my baby, you look pretty from the neck up, and your boots look nice, but you looking like I don't know, child. I don't know even what to call this look. Like, you remember on the Addams Family, Cousin It, who was just like a long hair. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but Cousin It was just like long hair walking around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this kind of reminds me of, like pregnant Cousin It. You know what I'm saying? Just a hairy jacket covering the baby. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like anybody but Janelle.
It's making me think of them crows from the live version of Wizard of Oz.
Yes. Mama Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's making me think about.
Yeah, I like Janelle's outfit. I think Lizzo in the face and her hair looks beautiful, but it's giving La Patricia. You know how the cheap stores be giving you ruffles, trying to make the dress seem a little more elevated, but it's not really. That's kind of what it was giving. And then with Hallie, I don't really think Hallie looked bad, but kind of like I said months ago, I'm saying it again. Everybody was mad as fuck when I said it. But don't it get exhausting trying to troll, trying to prove that you're not pregnant when you could literally just collect your peace of mind and stay in the house? Like, I know. I'm not saying she has to stay in the house, but based on Hallie's need to address comments on the internet every 2 weeks, it's like, I would rather you just collect your peace and not have to argue with these people on the internet, or just give us the pregnancy looks. Because it's like, every time I see her in the oversized look, I can't even pay attention to what's going on. I'm just like, oh, here we go again. Some comment, then she gonna hop on Snapchat going off. So I can't even get through this outfit without thinking about that.
Sorry about that. Real quick, let me let's see. Thank you so much for the super chat, Delia T. All of you ladies, love all of you ladies. I needed the show tonight. My grandma passed away yesterday, and I needed the show. Much love. Thanks. Thank you so much for the super chat, and I'm so sorry to hear about your grandma. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really sad. I'm sorry. Quick question, y'all, because I do have one last set of ladies that we're gonna look at. But did y'all see the Soul Train Awards? Because when we were talking about Janelle Monáe, I thought about it. I just real quick, I just want to say a few things. Kiki did an amazing job hosting the show. I enjoyed T-Pain's segment. The who else? Who else was it?
Coco
Janelle.
Jones.
Yes, I loved Coco Jones and SWV. Love
I kept
Janelle
seeing clips of
Monáe.
Eric Bellinger.
Yes,
Was.
he did good. I like that little cipher.
Kiki
Kiki's
over
song
big
was
out.
cute.
Oh, it
Kiki did
was.
she did a great job. That whole outside, I understood the concept.
Was it
Everybody
at her
looked
house?
cold.
Was
Huh?
it at Kiki's house? I kept hearing Kiki say that it was at her house, like it was in her backyard or some shit.
Budget?
I thought that was kind of cap. I thought they just rented out a location.
Maybe, but that's what I heard them saying. That's what I heard her say. And then she
Yeah,
was
when
like,
she
"We had to
first
rent some
opened up the
furniture
door.
in here." Yeah, and then we was
Yeah.
asking like, "Why is this in somebody's backyard?" And it, I don't know, child. Maybe it was to make sure, that a whole bunch of people were around, so she felt safe. I don't know.
Listen, ain't no telling, child. But I mean, it was a good show, but a bad show at the same time because it just seemed like everybody out. It was so windy. Everybody was like
Mhm.
kind of uncomfortable. I know Coco didn't really want to perform with that jacket on, but she did. Oh, I liked Money Long's performance too. When she had the choir in the back, I said, God,
Yes, she
yes.
did. And whoever that light skinned lady, the one who looked biracial or maybe white, I wasn't sure, but she sang her ass off.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I know you. So
She
I
was,
don't know her name either. That's a new artist.
she was killing her runs. Okay.
Yeah, I think she was a new one too. But yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a good show, but I was uncomfortable for the people in the audience at the
They
same
look cold
time.
as fuck.
But yeah, they
What was the
pretty.
point? Did they say why they were outside?
Budget.
No, maybe it was budget.
Hmm.
Yeah, you would have thought this was something they would have did in earlier COVID days, is what it was given. But yikes. All right, y'all. So let's get to our last set from the Renaissance. And I definitely got to hear you guys' opinion on these beautiful ladies here, DC3. Okay. Michelle, you look cute. I like her outfit. I feel like it's a bit risque for Michelle, a bit to be, round there like that. Well, really, she kind of giving a little bit of Normani, honestly. The fact that she ain't got no pants on, it's just like some sheer on top. So it's kind of giving something similar. It looks a little different than what I seen Michelle in, but I ain't gonna say she looked bad in it because I'm a little like, okay, you look cute, girl. I'll give you that. I love Kelly's dress. I don't know what material that is, but it's giving Supremes. That's what I'm thinking about. It's definitely giving Supremes. And I love it. Her hair looks great, her makeup looks good, loving the open toe. I just love the dress and how it pops out at the bottom. Like she just looks amazing. I also like Beyonce's look, and I could tell she went for the platinum hair. Something is a little different with the photo though. And I was like, damn, it must be the lighting. Because they be doing this shit to Megan Thee Stallion too. Megan is a brown girl, and when she takes photos, they like to brighten
Miami.
her up like she's lighter than what she is. I'm like, why do y'all do that in her photos? That's not her. So I don't know if they did the same thing with Miss Beyonce. I would want to say no, because look at Kelly and look at Michelle. So maybe the lighting did hit different when she
They
got there.
edited the fuck out of Beyonce picture. Look at the back. I mean, that's the same
Don't even look the
area.
same as Kelly's picture. Like, look at that's what I was looking at. Kelly's
The
picture
backdrop
was
is much darker in Beyonce picture. I think what they did was mess with the exposure, the contrast, all that. But yeah. It's an edited photo.
Gotcha. That's
I
what it
know that
was.
everybody wants to explain to us like we fucking stupid why she looks lighter, but what I want everybody to understand is when we ask why Beyonce look like that, what we're saying is, why did you make that decision knowing this looks like this? You posted it, you came out looking like this, and to be clear, she changed that fucking wig. The wig that she was wearing at the London premiere had some dark roots to it like she needed. Okay, I don't know who told. And then another thing, stop sticking your hair behind your ear like that, Beyonce. That's weird too. I don't know what that's about, but she stuck her hair behind her ear, and I was just like, I don't know why you doing that. That's just way too casual for the look that we going for right now. I want y'all to stop being mad when we say Beyonce is not 100% perfect every time she come out. You don't. It looks like Game of Thrones. It looks like a vampire. She looks like a member of the Cullen family. Like she looks like she's gonna be on Vampire Diary. She like a dead bitch. Her toes are browner than her face and her neck right now. Make that make sense for me. Either way, it's Beyonce, so we can't talk bad about a look. We're not talking bad about her. The look. And the London wig was darker, and that was because we told you, bitch, you look crazy. And then everybody want to act like we crazy, but you must have been like, yeah, maybe that wasn't the look. Let's switch the wig out and make sure the wig got some darker roots. So yeah, I ain't got time for y'all. Y'all work because they was mad at me, y'all. They was real. They was trying to explain to me what the fuck Creole is. Like I'm not Creole. It was a lot. It was a lot.
See, I will say this. I definitely unfriended somebody on Facebook this week talking about Beyonce.
Y'all can unfriend me. I don't give a fuck. I say what the fuck I say.
That's fine.
Come to work.
But I'm saying my thing is the people who are asking if she bleached. That is crazy as fuck to me. And I feel like it's ignorant as fuck to assume that she bleached and her whole body changed to one complexion that fast. I do agree that this was not the move. I feel like her team essentially failed her because this definitely was going to be the topic that people were going to talk about. Like, I just don't feel like her team made the right move when it came to that. And I don't know if it's just, I don't know if they messed up by the over editing or what. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like her team failed her. But the people who are like, oh, she bleached. Oh, she definitely bleached. I'm like, y'all, get the fuck up out of here. It kind of comes... It reminds me of the people who hate on Beyonce in order to be different. That's a lot of them people was coming out of the woodworks this week, and it was just giving hater energy, and the shit was weird.
Yikes.
Yeah, no, I don't. I definitely don't feel like that because the next look that she did for the London thing, I feel like that was much better. Like the roots was a little bit darker, and then it had a more of a, more of a golden tone to the blonde. I just feel like for me, it's really the wig, y'all. I don't. The dress looks good. Even her complexion probably wouldn't have looked so light if it wasn't for that damn wig. The wig was just a no for me. And then I felt like it was uncooked. Like nobody did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is right now for y'all to wear wigs that look like nobody did anything to them. They didn't flat iron it. They didn't bump it. You just put the wig on and go. Like I don't like that. It be reminding me, of Robin off Real Housewives of Potomac. Her hair ain't never done.
Good night.
But Kelly looks amazing. I won't say that because I love Kelly. Look like she wearing her real hair. First the fuck all, which I love. Okay, but you showed up with a roller wrap. Come on, okay, with your real hair. And the dress is amazing. The shoes are amazing. Beyonce looks amazing from the neck down, especially once you see her toes are not as light as the top half. And I think Michelle is just giving the whole something they can feel. Like just
yeah, they look good.
You know what I'm saying? Like
when I saw Michelle, I knew that was Jay Bolin, the same person who be styling Mel.
Yes. Oh, I love it. SWD.
I knew it.
Jay Bolin.
Yes.
And I want Jay Bolin to style me for the, for this, this award show shit. I ain't about to say nothing yet, but I want Jay Bolin to style me because, he be doing the thing on them girls because everybody be looking amazing whenever they're styled by him. And it's edgy. Like it's edgy, but then sometimes it looks comfortable. Like they don't look uncomfortable in their clothes just because they look good. And I love that.
Yes.
Beyonce was too simple.
But speaking of y'all talking about Beyonce and the whole bleaching situation, Mama Tina had to come out and like go the hell off on a lot of people.
And girl.
Yeah, she didn't like that at all. She had to go off and she started calling people bozos.
Sad,
girl, she said a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna read all of it, but she just said she's sick and tired of people coming for her daughter when she be up here working her ass off. Okay, and her putting people in better positions. And she said that y'all some sad little haters. Okay, y'all jealous. Y'all are some losers, is what she said, and she's sick of y'all shit. Okay. And I was here for the clapback of Mama Tina. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm like, I
wasn't.
She backing up her daughter, and Mama Tina don't never really say a whole lot. And one thing about it, Beyonce ain't gonna say shit. That's why Solange is gonna whoop your ass, and now her mama is gonna cuss you the hell out.
And she
So
said, I'm on what Kiki Mama on, but the PG version.
there we go. Because
I
we
don't
got a little
know.
more to lose over
We're
here.
gonna have to disagree on this one. Cause for me, I feel like Beyonce mama is always somewhere saying something. She always saying something. She always posting something. She
Mhm,
always writing a caption. And I don't care because that's that lady mama. But I
mhm,
also feel like Beyonce can be critiqued. Everybody does not have to
mhm.
like every look that Beyonce comes out with. Do y'all remember when she had that fucked up bang? The bang was all
Yeah.
happy and shit. We always go back to that. Like, why did she do this? So I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Bondy, I think
I
you
feel
thinking from the point of view of people who are like for you when you explain that it wasn't the right look, like it didn't sound like you thought she bleached or nothing like that.
no.
I don't think Tina was addressing people like that. I think if
Yes.
you read the caption, Tina addressed a white lady reporter that reached out, basically saying, "Why did Beyonce look like a white lady?"
Yes.
So number one, that was an issue for her for a white person to speak on somebody's blackness, why she looked like that. And
Gotcha.
then the other thing that she was speaking on was people who were accusing her of wanting to be white and like trying to dismiss her blackness. So I think Tina was addressing, like I was saying, the people who popped out the woodworks who were already Beyonce haters and wanted to use this as a moment to stand out and say what they chest.
I got you. I feel where
Yeah.
y'all coming from, but I just still feel like sometimes it feels like you can't ever say, we don't like this look or this didn't look good on her without everybody acting like, hey, bitch, with you better not. And I'm just kind of like, man, fuck all y'all. If I can rib my own self and say I didn't look good in this look or my makeup wasn't on point that day, then I can damn sure say it about another bitch. So I understand what y'all mean. And I definitely didn't think that she was bleaching. I didn't read her caption. I just saw the video because y'all know attached to this caption was a video showing brown skin girl and
Mhm.
Beyonce, like, all video, brown skin girl, brown skin girl, brown skin girl, brown skin girl. And it was
Mhm.
just kind of like, we get it. And I just kind of feel like I would have ignored anybody like assuming that she was bleaching because it's bullshit.
Yeah. My main thing is as far as the comment about Beyonce can be critiqued. Yeah, I definitely agree with what Necey was saying. Like, yeah, I don't think Mama Tina saying she can't be critiqued. I think she was just speaking to a separate, you know what I'm saying, a separate situation that flamed her up. Of course, the white lady, and then you got a lot of her own people trying to say the lady over here bleaching, and it's like it's very clear, y'all.
Wendy's
She got
mama's
the
bleaching.
blonde. Thank you, thank you.
Watch
That's
it.
that's
Okay.
somebody that's doing
Watch
that for
it.
sure. That hair definitely changed. It's gonna brighten up her complexion. And then, like y'all said, the editing when y'all highlighted the fact that the toes is different than the damn complexion up top. They was wrong for that. But I was definitely here for Mama Tina. I was like, get the people together, girl. Do what you gonna do, honey. Have your daughter back.
Somebody said me unfollowing somebody for their opinion is crazy. It's not. It's not. I
Right.
don't follow people who post dumb shit every day.
Who
Oh,
said that? Where that
And
let's
came
trust me,
from?
let's
Oh,
Remy
yeah,
says,
Issa said she unfollowed
yeah,
somebody.
I mean, I do that in general. And please believe, like, nah, shit, I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck. I feel like if that was the first time she said something about Beyonce, and that day I was like, this level of ignorance cannot live on my Facebook timeline. I'm unfriending. The same way people be popping up under videos the moment we say, I wasn't really feeling Melody Cherie this week. Oh, unfollowed, unsubscribed. Y'all do the same shit. I do the same thing.
Ooh, we
Okay,
see
so let
each
me
other.
respond to this comment since they talking about me. I think Bondy is getting frustrated because she thinks Tina is directing that energy to her, and she's not. Ma'am, I am not delusional. I don't think Tina knows who the fuck I am. Okay. I don't think Tina's talking to me. I'm not that delusional. What I am aggravated about is all of you motherfuckers on Twitter that can't have some that you can't post. Now, why Beyonce look like a white lady? I tweeted that. All of you motherfuckers, and I'm talking about more reply comments than I have ever gotten before in my goddamn life about lighting and hair and all of this shit. Like I didn't work in production for damn near a decade, but it's hilarious to me that I can't even say now why she got it. Like it's a joke. Anytime that we critique anybody else, y'all wouldn't have had shit to say. If I'd have been talking about Keke Palmer, if I'd have been talking about shit, anybody. Evelyn, Giselle, if I'd have been talking about any one of them bitches, y'all wouldn't have had nothing to say. But because I'm asking why Beyonce chose to come out here looking like a goddamn ghost, y'all want to get mad at me. I don't think Tina is talking to me. But what I do think is I am tired of people acting like you can't critique they fave, like she ain't one of my faves too. Bitch, I bought tickets to both on the run tours and this last tour. Bitch, I am in the Beehive, but I am not crazy. I am not a fanatic. And if I don't like a motherfucker, look, I don't like it. And I also feel like y'all may not follow Tina Knowles. So y'all don't know how much Tina Knowles talks and how much she says and how sometimes her shit is problematic. But I leave her alone because that's somebody old ass mama. And I respect it. Okay. And I also respect the fact that she feel like she got to defend her daughter. But sometimes I feel like shit is just not worth commenting on when your daughter is Beyonce and people are gonna
Because you ain't gonna win.
That's all. That's all. But I still love y'all. Know I still love my. Listen, these people are my family. I know y'all don't realize this. They, because they want to be from New Orleans so bad because her mama is from Louisiana. But these is my family. Okay, I see Solange out in New Orleans all the time. Okay, these people is my family. All right, and I'm about to tell y'all that I don't like that she put that wig behind her ear like that, and I don't like that it don't have no dark roots. I just don't. I'm sorry.
Y'all are
It's as serious as I want it to be, KD Gold. It's as serious as I want it to be, baby. It could be serious, it could not be serious, but it's whatever the fuck I want it to be. That's what I do know.
Well, on that note,
goodness.
let's get to something else that got a bit more serious. Let's get to something else that got a bit more serious here.
A bit more serious than Beyonce.
What could be more?
I feel like it was. I feel like somebody got hit with something and decided that they was gonna get in the comments and try and chew, which happens to be this situation with Tiara Marie. Okay, so I want to go ahead and switch over because I want to get into what Carrie Hilson had to say regarding Tiara Marie. So let me make sure we got.
Went to one of her concerts. Was there in the front row, and I was getting calls because my cousin was watching my dog in the midst.
So let me pause there because she got music playing in the background and I'm not trying to deal with YouTube. But basically, she's kind of recanting the story herself as to, what took place between them and how she, responded to it or whatever and said something about if it happened again. This is a throwback now from what Tiara Marie is saying. She said that she would have slapped Carrie. Okay, that's what she said. Right. But she also came up after she found out about this interview. And this is what she said. Tiara Marie says, y'all people got to leave me alone. I don't bother anybody. Just leave me the fuck alone. So now, Carrie, what's up? You want to fight or do you not want to fight? Because I'm going to whoop your ass when I see you. Okay. I'm sick of you people bothering me. You had a whole different story when I was in your face. You're a liar. BITCH. Now, that's what it is that Miss Tiara Marie said. But then Carrie Hilson pretty much came back and she was like, girl, all of this stuff happened so long ago. It was like 12 years ago when everything went down. You and I have seen each other since then. We've apologized to each other. We're good. I know that I brought it up.
What was she saying when she said I never knew? It was like 12, 13 years ago. I never knew until I saw the previous post. What Carrie talking about?
Let me go back. Okay. So she says, well, fellas, I guess the I ain't saying no name segment didn't work too well this time because, of course, she didn't mention her name. She says, unfortunately, this did happen around 12 to 13 years ago. I actually never knew until I saw the previous post that you also told this story publicly. She said, listen, we were very young in our careers and I was remembering how I felt when it happened. But she says, I don't feel a way about this situation now. She says, since then, we've run into each other, apologized, partied together, and gotten past that. I'm responding to this because I don't want to allow anything to bring us back to a place we've long passed. And since it was a public story that got connected to you in the public, it deserves a public apology. So she says, I'm sorry for telling the story, especially with the energy and hurtful words that I used. It was unnecessary because my feelings and energy at this point in this present moment are nothing but love, no ill will or vitriol towards you.
Oh, damn.
She said, it's an old story that I see now that we've both told. I hope you're doing well in this season and wishing you all the best in life. So that's what she said, girl. That is what she said. Now, I just feel like, Carrie, you ain't have to say that lady was insignificant. You did not have to do her like that. Tell me that lady insignificant and then want to come back and try and sit up here and apologize to that woman. Okay, but I also feel like she's just retelling a story too at the same time. She's just giving a recap of I feel like that's what they do when they interview a lot of these old artists or whatever. Some, I hate to say old artists because she's trying to, make a comeback. But when they interview these people, they go down memory lane and just tell their stories. So some part of me feel like Tiara, you didn't even have to respond. She really didn't say your name. So for us, it was still a guessing game, but you put yourself out there in a sense. So I feel two ways about it. Yeah, I feel like one, Carrie should have never said she was insignificant. I don't think that's fair because honestly,
She shouldn't have said that.
you're trying to get back too. But then also I feel like Tiara, she didn't say your name, so you kind of then you could have not said anything, and just went on about your business in a sense. So I was kind of feeling two ways about it.
I threw my whole microphone back in laughter because literally every time you read a sentence from Carrie's response, it was given, I don't want my ass whooped in 2023. I don't want my ass whooped in 2023. I don't want my ass whooped. It's nothing but love, but I'm insignificant. I don't want my ass whooped in 2023. That's literally all I heard every sentence you read. And it was funny to me because people get in front of groups of people and they want to act like they about that life. Decatur came out of me and her city came out of her. And, she's pretty insignificant. But then you still keep going to, who I'm talking about? You know who I'm talking about? You know who I'm talking about?
You're right.
And you wanted them people to think you was about that life. And when you thought you was going to dance around the subject and be cute and act like you was Billy Badass, and then Tiara came to the front and said, bitch, I heard you was talking about me. Let's talk. You said it's nothing but love. I don't want my ass whooped in 2023. So for that reason, I'm going to say Carrie shouldn't have been speaking on it. Okay. Not with that type of energy. She should have led with, we're in a better place now, but this is what happened. Yada, yada, yada. And honestly, if I'm taking myself to that situation and you had a hating ass fan on the front row, well, I wouldn't even address them. I mean, yes, she's another singer, but she was a fan sitting at the front row. And then the other thing that I would almost think about today is how do we know that it wasn't something that was actually happening with Tiara Marie? What if she got into an argument with the dude she showed up with before she got there? What if anything could have happened? I don't think that I would have been focusing my entire show on how hard she was bopping to my concert. So Carrie, I'm gonna have to give you the clown mask on that
one.
So
great points.
I feel like Carrie was being unnecessarily shady towards Tiara. Tiara, have you done anything else that would make you not insignificant at this point? It was fucked up to say, Carrie, you obviously don't like Tiara no matter how you fake and act like y'all cool now. But essentially, sometimes I be looking at Tiara like, you really haven't done shit since Love and Hip Hop. And it's sad. And I feel like the reason why you want to fight because she called you insignificant is because you over there still feeling bad about the fact that you haven't lived up to your potential and you haven't. And I just remember watching her on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood coming back every season talking about, I'm just going to change. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to work on my music. And it just never happens. And I do know that Carrie may not be a bop as far as an artist, but as far as a writer and a producer, Carrie has never stopped working. So essentially, one's still making money and one we have to wonder how she's still living over there. We don't know what's going on. But yeah, I feel like Carrie is being, being a low-key being like a pick-me amongst these niggas. Like, y'all know we all don't like this bitch. So when I start talking shit about her, everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, Yeah, I don't like that she did it, but I also feel like she tapped on an insecurity for Tiara. And if Tiara wasn't still over the insecure, then maybe you wouldn't have gotten so upset and want to fight a bitch when at the end of the day, who cares about a show that happened all of that long ass time ago?
Somebody in the comments said that Carrie hasn't stopped working. I don't know. I know she was heavy on the writing before she even started being a singer, so she probably went back to that, after her album. So I would think so.
You being messy in the comments.
What they say?
Lizzie Calhoun.
Not trying to be messy, but Bondy, you may need to reevaluate whether you should remain what? A little hate in your circle that you may be overlooking for some time now, girl. What is you talking about?
I don't know. I have no
Girl,
idea. Somebody just called me angry a minute ago. I don't know what's going on in the comments.
They
yeah,
love the
I'm trying
mess.
to find out what Lizzie talking about. You may need to reevaluate whether you should remain on this panel. I've been noticing a little hate in your circle. So when you say that, are you referring to
I'm
Necey and
confused.
I hating? like what are
Because we
what
have
are
a disagreement about Beyonce.
right? Like what the hell are you talking
We
about?
disagree all the
Girl,
time.
if you're gonna tell it, then I'm gonna need you to tell it all. Put it all in
Oh,
the
yeah,
comments
don't be
then since
messy
you
in the
want to talk.
comments.
Cause
We know
girl,
what this
America is
is.
confused.
It's the trip because I feel like we be talking about enough drama on this podcast. But like there's a very small segment of people who watch the panel who also try to project that same type of drama on us. Like we're characters as well. This is
Ooh,
not a reality TV show.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Mhm.
These my friends. We ain't gotta agree on
Sorry.
every
She
segment.
thinks she your friend though, Bondy. That's
Yeah.
what she thinks.
That's probably
So
what that
You
is.
better not fucking
it's sweet.
unfollow
That
me
is
over
weird.
Beyonce. Cause then I'm gonna be
It's
really
sweet.
hurt in our DMs. Like, are you serious?
She said, yes, it's not about the Beyonce comment. I have been noticing it for a while, but what I'm telling you is to notice what I said. So what I'm
It's a
telling
no,
you
that's not.
is
Oh, I thought she was
put
saying
it
it. I was
all
like,
down in the put it all down in there. Okay. Don't give me no tidbit because girl, what you feel like you've been noticing?
Tell
Because
me,
it's
cause
just
I
very
ain't seen it.
funny that you over here watching us for a few little hours, girl. Not me feeling like a reality star. Okay.
Girl,
Then
listen,
don't
we
be
need to
knowing,
do
don't
it.
be knowing nothing. So
You know we was
what's
talking
really
about
tea?
it. Let's put everybody in a house and get a camera and see what happens.
What's really tea, girl?
Y'all gotta stop being.
yeah, I was
I
gonna
feel
say something I couldn't say. But yeah, y'all know what? Y'all probably don't know what I'm
Put it in a
thinking.
private chat.
You should have been noticed.
look.
You should have noticed. You should. Where was you
We
at,
know. Listen. I feel like
girl?
I feel like we
Go
see
to
each
sleep.
other.
Like the video.
Man,
Share it with a friend.
listen,
Girl,
really
I'm
not that deep,
hollering.
guys.
She must be new. You don't even go here.
Girl, that is definitely,
She
but
don't
that's
even
like
care.
for real, giving like projection, like for real.
Please,
Like I don't think
don't do
we
that.
like there
Mm-mm.
are no vibes
It's
to give
just,
off. Like
you know
no,
what? I kind
there
of
is
feel
no
y'all. I don't know. There's something about this person that feels a little fragile to me. I kind of feel bad for them, honestly, because I feel like they projecting, and yeah, it's something that's not right. I don't want to do too much because
Okay, because we not, but we just like don't
I don't want
I
to.
am,
like that.
I
Don't
am,
project.
I
I
am,
feel.
Or at least
I
you
am a
know,
little
write it
bit.
full out, baby. Write it full out if you got something to
No,
say.
I
Not
am a little
the
bit
best
because
start.
here's the gag. I could have sworn I had my subscribers only on. So you can't be coming to this channel, watching this panel in this chat, being a subscriber, and then want to say that somebody's sitting over here hating on another creator. Because I know what you're not talking about is this one right here. So when I say explain, that's what I mean. Hello? I don't like that. Girl,
I
don't be
don't
bringing that shit
know.
over here like that's what we
This
on.
person
We
ain't
not.
got no
Girl,
friends. This person ain't got no friends because that's
I
why they project on
can't.
us.
It's
Y'all, we
getting
just
lonely
gotta.
and bored.
Yeah,
It's
let's just
getting
wish
very
her the
bored.
best.
Yeah.
Let's wish her the best. She
Good
gonna screen
luck.
record this and play it back. Let's wish her the best. I
Good
do. I
luck with
really
that.
do.
Don't do
She
that.
seems fragile. Something about her spirit seems real
No,
fragile.
Bondy, we not doing no. Cause Bondy told me some. Now, Bondy, you done sat up here and went off and then said,
Nah,
"Don't
but
do
Lisa made me
that.
feel
Don't be
bad.
like
She
that.
made me
Don't
feel
No,
bad.
because honestly,
no."
it be
Cause I
some
done got
characters
your
like
Bondy
that.
energy.
It be
No,
some characters like that on the internet, and it's something about this lady projecting. It's a little weird, but it's giving
heavy on the weird.
something's missing, and we,
Why
I
does it
just no, it really is because I think that she
Who you
thinks
think it
too
is?
much.
You think it's somebody else? You think it's somebody faking?
No, I don't think
Oh, all
it's I
right.
don't think it's
Maybe you're right.
somebody else.
Okay.
No,
Because you
but
know
the
that's what I
thing
was thinking at
is,
first. Like, bitch, who is this?
when people be watching us and they can like spiral into thoughts beyond what we give them, it kind of it's different in a TV show because TV shows are edited to be that way.
Mhm.
But when we do this weekly and they put so much stock into it, it kind of concerns me. So yeah, I'm a little concerned. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm concerned for them. Something's missing, and
I'm
we
laughing.
can't talk logic. We can't go off on nobody like that.
Yeah, no,
I'm laughing.
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to bully. Like I don't want to like, everybody in the comments, then all us going off. I don't want to bully. Okay. Now I can curse your ass out personally, but I don't want all the comments and all the panel members be going off on your ass. But I definitely didn't like that comment,
Bull.
and it was taking too much space in the chat. So I was absolutely gonna draw attention to it. Don't be messy. Don't do shit like that. We don't like that. Don't do that. But yeah, nah. We can
Necey
move
had me
on.
tickled because she took the counselor approach.
She did. She made me feel bad real quick. Real quick. I was like, damn, you right.
No, because for a second, some people will come sideways, but it's on like some debate shit. This person, I'm like, hold on, wait, why are you that deep? Let's talk about it. Why?
Let's figure it out.
Y'all,
But that's not our job.
It's
That
not.
makes me think about a post I had did like Real Housewives of Potomac, I think earlier this week. And this person had said, is it me or does Jamie have a black eye? So they said that in the comments. And then they also said it in my premiere chat. And they name said a woman's name, right? And I'm like, they're like, you just trying to start something? Like, I don't have like no black eye or none of that. Like, what are you talking about? It was very weird, right? So when I go to their page, silly of you to think that your ass know technology because you fucking don't. Because your old ass, with your old ass giving a hard 70 something, uploaded a video of yourself on your on your story. You know those reels or whatever on YouTube,
Yeah.
the little video. Yeah, they uploaded something of themselves, and it's a man. And I'm like, weird. Oh, and a lot of times we be thinking that with these people's names, that is probably a woman behind. If you say Stephanie or whatever it's like, girl, it's probably this old ass, creeped out asshole me. I'm like, oh, baby, no. It was giving weirdo energy for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wish them the best. Oh well.
I just had
I just
to,
want
me too. I'm like, damn, you made me think of that.
being messy in our comments and just enjoy the show. And
Yeah,
that's
enjoy the
fine.
show.
I might curse
It's
somebody
fine.
out in another 5 minutes. We'll just wait and see.
Yeah,
I hope that group of friends that be treating her like that, she's moved beyond. I hope this is about her. It's about her.
Let's get to these real quick before we move. Bonnie, did you have anything to say about no, you already talked about Tiara. We already got into all of that. Okay. Princess says Bondy, don't sweat it, because multiple Bayhive members on Twitter didn't like her look and also thought she looked washed out. Some people thought she was Kim K. I was those people too. Love y'all and Bay. Thank you so much, Princess, for the super chat. Also D, I hope I said that right. They were playing a game called I Ain't Saying No Names. Carrie never said that said Tiara's name. She was just a hit dog who hollered. I agree. Thank you for the super chat. Now Style says folks hate to see black women united. Love y'all. She cannot sit with us. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Black Witch Yaya, what's up, Black Witch Yaya? Thank you for the super chat. Back up off Bondy before I submit y'all name to a shrine. I'm hollering.
Not like Wendy, mama.
Yes.
Thank you.
I was on my live today talking about, yeah, bitch. I will submit your name to my when I write my stuff down and say that I want all bad for your life like Robin and wine. Okay, I want all bad for your life like Robin and wine.
Like Robin and Juan. Well, that's a great way to go right on into TV talk. So let's do just that real quick. All right, we're going to start off with Bell Collective. And I do feel like a lot did not happen on the show.
Not at
this
all.
go around. Letitia and Latrice sort out their issues, but I didn't like that Latrice, pretty much didn't keep it real with her and tell her how she wasn't being a friend to her. Then she turned around and apologized to Letitia. And I'm like, so they're good, but I'm like, how good are y'all gonna be when you done sat up here and told Tambra that Letitia set her up? So we'll see how that's gonna play out. But what did you guys think about that sit down?
First of all, the sit which sit down? The sit down between Latrice and Letitia?
Yeah, at the table.
It's fake. Letitia's fake. Latrice I think is still like a codependent person. So the relationships that matter to her, she might be more inclined to forgive and forget. But I feel like you should have known that Letitia wasn't shit when Letitia asked you to lie with her on Tambra. So you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like Letitia's
Mhm.
fucking fake. You can't trust nothing she say. And because Latrice is in an abusive relationship, meaning that she is not able to stand in her own feelings because everything is about what Cliff wants.
Yeah.
So because of that, I feel like she don't really have a space where it's really like how Latrice feels, what Latrice thinks, and that's how I feel. That's how I think. It's because everything's always being co-opted by other people, either Cliff or Letitia, and whatever they strong arm her mentally to me, and she allows it because of all of her trauma and shit. But I'm tired of it, and I'm even more like annoyed with the fact that after they had the conversation, Glenn and Cliff were able to come up and act like they could pat themselves on the back for the women getting back cool, when really y'all just wanted to rub dicks and rub y'all knees together under the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't care about whether them women made up or not. Every time they talked to either one of their men about it, all of the men was talking about, well, I still want to be friends with Cliff. I still want to be friends with Glenn. Okay, y'all can be friends, but they don't have to be friends for y'all to be friends. Why don't y'all just go fuck and leave us out of it? That's just how I feel. But I don't trust Letitia. I think she fake as fuck.
Yeah, I agree. Letitia fake as fuck. I think that's a real good point you made about Latrice should have knew that whenever they was plotting against Tambra to begin with. She should have knew that. But I'm also not shocked that Latrice didn't really say it with her chest. I knew that the minute that they was gonna be one-on-one, like literally Letitia had one job to do, which was to be mean to Latrice in order to appease Marie. She did it. And then they got back cool, and Latrice allowed her to do the shit. Latrice, man, if I was Latrice, you never get the opportunity to play me like a fool. Girl, I'm good. I'm good on you. Not twice, maybe once, but not twice. I'd be like, I'm good on you.
I'm also tired of Marie.
Thing she gonna do. Me too.
I'm so tired of Marie. Like, girl, what is your heart on with Latrice? I would honestly, if I was Latrice, the conversation would be like, do you want to fuck? Is that why? Is that the issue? Like, you really want to fuck me, and because you feel like I don't want to fuck you, you just gonna keep coming at me like an angry teenager that's mad that the girl they like don't want them back. Because Marie is obsessed with Latrice and making Latrice seem to be some less than person. She just, she's so hood and she can't talk. You can't talk to people like that. It's like, girl, people like who? Like your mama?
She constantly trying. Ooh,
yeah, I said it.
Talking about mothers.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, how you gonna be talking about somebody like they the bottom of the barrel when you didn't have your mama on here exploiting her because she's addicted to drugs?
Oh my!
No, you gotta say it the right way, Bondy.
Addicted to drugs.
Drugs.
Okay, and that's no shade. We all have our woes. More power to that lady. But I just kind of feel like when you come from the bottom like Marie do, how the fuck you got any space to be talking about somebody who mama was there for them?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, she's trying to convince it. She's spending all this time trying to convince people that there's something wrong with Latrice. And I kind of explained this last week. I think it comes from that, episode 1, you're trying to convince people that there's something wrong with Latrice. You got to downput her because in your mind you think that Latrice is better than you. So yeah, she just giving real hating ass energy. That little girl in her is not healed. It was never that girl in school, so you got to convince people that Latrice ain't that girl, and it's not working. We can see through it. It's sad. It's sad.
Very. What y'all thought about Tambra and Akeisha? I just didn't. Only thing I didn't like about that sit down between them was the fact that Akeisha kept telling Tambra, "Why would you let somebody lie on you?" And I'm like, I don't think she was letting people lie on her. I think she spoke up and said something. But at the end of the day, why you believing people that you just met over a person that you've known longer? So I didn't really like that she just kept saying that. Next time, don't let nobody lie on you, girl.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. It was when they was at that sit down, and instead of Tambra fighting to prove that she did not say what they said she said, she was fighting to prove that Akeisha did say that they could have picked some cuter girls.
Yes. Yeah. Because that's what I thought that fight was bigger then let's not include her in the group text.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I felt like the reason why all of this is like, oh, let's just put it on a miscommunication. There's still an issue that y'all had with each other that y'all not addressing that never came up. And that's the reason why y'all allowed this friction to go on. Like, it's something that's not really vibing between y'all, but y'all don't want to call it out.
They damn sure didn't bring that up, did they?
They ain't gonna bring it up. They just gonna blame it on miscommunication, and it's gonna come up again.
But I really do believe on some level, Akeisha and Tambra were playing that mean girl dynamic where Akeisha might have been head of the mean girls, and Tambra was playing Gretchen Wieners, and which is why
we should all just kill Caesar.
Yes, just kill Caesar. Like, she don't like Akeisha, and I think she didn't like Akeisha because she thought Akeisha was gonna come in and take her spot. When really it was Letitia that was jealous because Akeisha was coming in with land already on Fair Street.
Already. She pivoted so damn hard when Akeisha got on this show, baby.
Didn't she?
Speaking of pivot.
Fair Street.
Okay.
Brunch.
And now she over here doing the damn book talking about why side chicks are winning. What did y'all think of her event? I loved when Glenn clocked Marie. Say what?
I said, did that book come out?
I don't.
Hmm.
Great question.
Let's look it up. It's called Why Are Side Chicks Winning?
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
let's
side
see.
chicks are winning or something like that. I don't know if she posted it on her own follower, but do I follow her? I don't think so.
Yes, I see it on Amazon. Is this her book or somebody else's? Hold on. Let me see.
Oh, I do follow her. Let me see. Well, she ain't promoted on her page that is out.
As somebody that's possibly still getting cheated on, she shouldn't promote that stupid ass shit that she said.
No, I don't think this is her. What?
Did y'all hear her say that her and Glenn been through a few things, but that's neither here nor there? I said, no, bitch, that is very much so here and there. You done wrote a book about side chicks winning. Let's get into your stuff for a little bit.
And that's what I don't like. It seemed like because she wants to still be with him, she's not going to be honest about whatever she was feeling when she decided to write this pamphlet. But I'm kind of over Letitia because I think everything that Letitia perpetrates is lies and bullshit. I think, the brunch is bullshit. The book, bullshit. Your relationship with Glendale, bullshit. Like, all of it is trying to pretend to be something that you're really not. And, that's your business. But when you try to make it seem as if you're on this level, and then you try to make it seem like Latrice is beneath you and you need to be teaching Latrice something, when at the end of the day, Latrice is the only person with a viable, like, running business out of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know Akeisha got shit going on, but that's not really shown on the show. The people that's on the show for real, Marie, you got a business, but your shit was suspect until recently. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that wasn't just Latrice that brought up your business being suspect. People was online bringing up your business being suspect from the jump. So I feel like that's what Letitia and Marie have in common. They was faking a funk until they got on this show. That's what it feel like to me.
That's not it. Necey, that book cover is too nice. She used a font and then put lipstick on it. Like, that's the only thing she has on the cover is like a lipstick.
Okay.
A half-ass.
Yeah.
Oh, side pieces. Is that what it is? I think I see it. Yeah, it's on Goodreads.
Oh, did somebody talk about it on Goodreads? Because that's usually what they do, right? They talk about the books on there.
I sent the link. I think this Letitia Pearson.
Yeah, $5. One rating.
Ooh, come on, $5. Okay, hold on.
I wonder why she's not promoting it. Did she?
It's not a real book.
I want to read what it say. Hold up. The side piece, also known as the side chick, is not a new phenomenon. Side pieces are often seen as the other woman or mistress. They are blamed for breaking up marriages and relationships. However, it's important to remember that they are not always the root cause of infidelity. Girl, they're never the root cause. There are a myriad of reasons why your partner might feel the need to cheat, and part of that equation can vary from their personality or their character to life circumstances down to you. Oh, so this is what we circling around to. It's your fault he cheated on you. So if you wasn't lazy, if you wasn't tired, if you was not eating junk food, if you was working out, if you was, fit friendly and fucking everybody, you know what I'm saying? I guess then you wouldn't have got cheated on. That's what this sound like.
Bonnie, I'm laughing so
Yeah, that's
hard because
exactly right.
this is reminding me of when I was watching the episode and Letitia got in front of them people and she said, you know, I wrote this book at a time when me and my husband weren't in a good spot, but that's neither here nor there.
Right, right. And I'm like,
Bitch, how is not here or nor there in the book is about your relationship.
It's here.
It was very much when she said it, like, no, bitch, we're gonna talk about it because you wrote a book. And like, so now we just gonna start over the dirt that didn't cause you to write the book. Like,
because she don't want to embarrass him, but yet you gonna let him usurp your moment so he can come up there and sing you an old dated ass rap song that he been waiting to sing on stage to somebody since 1998. Girl, get Boosie Badass the fuck out my face.
yeah.
damn.
She
So
said, that's
Bobby,
neither here
can
nor
you-
there.
do you at least think Glenn looked nice at the event?
Oh, good question. I thought about that.
Girl, I'm sorry. I can't.
Not you said thinking.
Because I'm trying to remember what he looked like, but I just don't think that Glendale is attractive. Like, he's not the ugly nigga that I will fuck with.
Okay, that's fair. That's
tried.
fair. Yeah.
We tried.
When I watched the episode, I was like, I get what Bondi's saying, but I was like,
She
still
said,
think
I get
he's
what
a.
Bondi's saying.
Oh, I thought about that when I watched the episode and I saw him. I was like, okay, now if I remove that fur from around his neck, remove the jacket, remove the slacks, and I see, I remove it and I see him rapping in my face, I see what you're talking about.
Damn, Glenn.
Not you having to remove the fur in order for you to see why I don't find this nigga attractive.
That's what's getting me.
I mean, I think he's a decent looking man, but you were explaining how he got to do the most to balance it out. So
Damn. That is funny as hell. To remove the fur from around his neck. Anything happened in Bell Collective that y'all wanted to talk about? I ain't
The
think
show's
so.
boring, Carlos. Fix it.
All right, on to another one. All right, let's go ahead and get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Kiki and Tiffany that had this conversation. Tiffany said, I'm not going over there without my bodyguard, which is baby Ace on your S period. Kiki lets Tiffany know about the issue she had and said she didn't appreciate her bashing her. And of course, Tiffany denied it and said she wasn't bashing her. She was just saying, if you would treat another person like that, you would do me like that. And Tiffany just gets on my fucking nerve. Like, I'm just glad they gone. What else? Tiffany really does feel like when it comes to her and Kiki's issue, she only reacts. She doesn't do anything for Kiki to just respond. Like, Kiki just does whatever she wants to do. And like, oh, I'm the innocent person. I can't stand that. But I was glad that Kiki did not allow baby Ace to hold her back from what the hell she really wanted to say and collect the fuck out of Tiffany. And it's pretty much resulted in they can work on coexisting together and it ain't got to be an issue, and she'll get to know her for herself versus just trying to align yourself to the people that are bigger on the show, right? What did y'all think about that sit down?
You go first, Necey. You go first.
I feel like Tiffany pulled what we just saw with Carrie Hilson. You definitely pulled that. It was given very much. She talked a lot of shit on a YouTube video with Carlos. A lot of shit. She said, and I peeped it before I even seen the Carlos interview. When the vibe she was giving was like, we're better than Kiki. Let's stop fucking with Kiki. She wanted to be a part of the group so bad. Mm-hmm. She felt like this is my third season. I can sit with the cool kids and anybody else that comes. We should all, haze them and figure out if we want them to be involved. I think Kiki said it perfectly. You don't know the dynamics of her and her cousin to be speaking on it so sure fact. Like, you really don't know. I will say this. What was I gonna say about Tiffany? I think she was scared. And essentially when she said at the end, okay, so what I'm understanding is you don't want me. She basically repeated back what Kiki said. You don't want me to speak on that. That was given, I don't want my ass whooped. That's exactly what it was. So I don't know. She just, I wasn't fucking with it. It really reminded me of the whole Karen behavior, especially the shit she did when she first came on the show with Monster. So, yeah, I felt like it was real weak. It was weak of her. You should have said it with your chest like you did when you was talking to Carlos.
For real. Let me tell you something. The thing for me with Tiffany with that situation with Kiki is the Alita shit, the Karen shit, also making me feel like, so do you feel like you better because you biracial? Is that why you feel like you're better? Like on some level, it feels like that's a part of your elitist attitude.
I don't think that's what it is.
I don't think that's what it is specifically in this moment, but a part of her whole thing, I do think on some way, because the way she was treating Kiki like her own parents haven't been drug addicts, that was the part for me that it's like on some level, I'm just wondering, how deep does this go for you? Like, do you think you're a preference? Just because you dress in cheap Kmart dresses doesn't mean you don't think you're a preference. You know what I'm saying? Especially growing up where you're from. You could still be the light-skinned, thick-ass preference to these country niggas out here in comparison to a woman like Kiki. You know what I'm saying? And to me, just the overall idea that you would be better than somebody because they have a drug problem and you feel like, oh, she might steal from you, bitch. Don't invite her to your house, but also don't get on a public platform and try to admonish somebody without any real evidence or even really any real like connection to that person. Even before that happened, the way she was going about the situation between Tisha and Kiki was another thing. Like, girl, why do you care this much to argue on behalf of Tisha? Tisha don't fucking like you, so why are you arguing on her behalf? It just made me feel like she was trying to find any way to make herself have a moment on the show so she can stay on the show. That's the primary thing for me. But the way she went about it had me thinking about what's going on in your psyche even deeper for you to kind of stand on it so hard. And now that we're in front of Kiki, you're acting fucking scared. Like, because Stormy told you she might beat your ass. You want to bring the baby and now you want to have a come to Jesus moment. But I don't think you really feel different. I think you feel the same that you always felt, that she's beneath you. And Kiki. Let me tell you something. Kiki is always trying to project herself as the intelligent, I'm smart, I know better. And it's just like, but your life don't reflect that. So be fucking for real. I'm just saying, like, your life don't reflect that. Like the way I know. And tell me, like even the way she talks, it's always like she's trying
to prove something.
Yes, and I want her to fucking stop. Like, please stop trying to prove something to any of these people, because nobody's worthy of you faking a funk or being fraudulent about who you are for their benefit. Fuck them. Tiffany having a baby because she bored. Okay, over there scared that she's about to be empty nesting, so now she gonna bring a whole new baby into her situation so she can hold on. Okay, your fucking brother-in-law and your cousin, girl, your cousin is over there crying, don't know what she gonna do with her life. Her and the man ain't even staying in the same house. Okay, Kimmy is over there trying to rejuvenate her coochie so she can give it to a nigga that's out here holding it over her head that he gonna cheat on her even with cancer. Like, ain't nobody on this show above nothing that Kiki got going on as far as I'm concerned. So they
not
doing all of this. So I just don't like that she does that. She can go too. Honestly, the whole show can go. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm done with it. Everybody can go.
I'm with you. Now I will watch the Fletchers for a little bit there.
I like Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know how I don't really nail work on my nerves between the screen, the wig. It's too much.
This is making me think about whenever they was at that marriage boot camp 2 seasons ago, and Dr. Francis said that she wanted to have a baby because she didn't want to be alone. Ever since he said that, I think about how he read her like a fucking book. I think about how Tiffany acts when she wants to be accepted and cling onto something. And I think that she's just using Kiki as a vehicle to cling and assert herself in this group. And that's what's going on. But on the flip side, Jamie, I saw you comment, or you made an Instagram post over the weekend when she announced that she was leaving. Same, like, 2 things. I feel bad for you that you got postpartum depression, but on the other foot, nobody told you to come on this show and give us your ass from the moment you came on here. You did that because you wanted to assert yourself in this group and attach yourself to this show. You exhausted yourself trying to solidify yourself on this cast, which you didn't have to. So I think all of it is connected. Tiffany's trying to attach herself and cling on to things for dear life, and she's stressing herself out. And it has shit to do with the fans. Shit to do with the fans. It's because you go so hard. Like, you ain't got to go that hard. And you ain't got to be in the comments either. So it's just like, I guess.
But pointing out how Carlos was like, how do you feel? They said that you're messy, rude, trifling. I'm like, nigga, you really want her to feel it in this moment, don't you? Like, he's such an asshole to me.
The reenactment was so funny with
the way he said it, like trifling. I'm like, not trifling. Oh my God. But no, I'm glad that they're gone. And I do agree with Jami that they're leaving, because if they didn't leave, Lou probably would be leaving her.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Right. He want her to leave the show.
Oh, yeah.
And clearly he ain't been on here majority of the season. So he's been ready to. I feel like he gave her this ultimatum a long time ago. I feel. And
they can't handle the pressure. It's too much.
And I feel like he probably been telling her that the whole time she was pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Probably even before they got pregnant. It was like, yo, you're gonna have to, it's gonna be one or the other. And now she's starting to see that it is overwhelming for her. So I do feel bad for Tiffany that she is lost, but I just didn't like the fact that she tried to put stuff on the fans and trying to say that we expect drama out of her and stuff. Girl, we ain't expect none of this shit.
Nobody tell you to work nights, holidays, and weekends trying to get your check on the show. You have to do all that. We didn't ask you to do that.
We did not. We wanted you to stop, honestly.
But that's what's going on with Miss Tip. How did y'all feel about the Chris Fletcher conversation with his son? I didn't really. You who?
I felt for Chris Fletcher, like, in a way that he was really like sympathizing with his son about the depression part. Like, I did kind of like, it made me look at him like a more nuanced character. Like, damn, I would rather watch him than any of these other niggas on this show. But again, I'm annoyed with their family dynamic, because a part of me feels like, are y'all putting 20 on 10 so y'all can get on this show? Because Nell was doing just a lot for me. And I think that's really who she is, as far as like, oh, I'm an act a fool and all of that, which is probably why they should stay on the show, because then we could see how she really don't like that oldest daughter that she say, that's my daughter. Alexis is not your daughter and you don't like her. And we can tell. So yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I agree. I didn't like the fact that, I don't know, he still kind of felt a little entitled when it came down to the dogs and stuff like that. And it's like yeah, that was kind of like irritating. So you ain't talking to your parents because you fucked up and they decided to show up for you. And then now you want to sit up here and be upset over some damn dogs. Boy, fuck you. Yeah. But I definitely agree when he started talking about his depression, feeling like he ain't got nobody that he could really talk to and stuff. Yeah, I definitely felt bad for Chris, for sure. And seeing him cry and stuff, I was like, damn, that's messed up.
Yeah, I felt for him. I love the scene, and I'm glad that Chris talked about how he had moments where he felt like that too. Yeah, I would love to know. I mean, the thing is, like, I do think that this is how they really act. Nell, on the other hand, I think she's been a little bit extra, but I think her personality is already extra as fuck, which is why the kids don't go to her. So it's like, on the one hand, y'all be entertaining to watch, but on the other hand, it's like, I promise you, every single one of these kids got some type of trauma, and I don't know if I want to watch that on TV. I just don't know.
Yeah, it might get too serious.
Yeah, it seemed like it is.
I have a question. This show is so underwhelming now, and it's sad, and it's interesting when you ain't got Mel and Martell and they stuff, just how flat the show falls. My question is, do y'all think, remember there was a time where we talked about Ariane, people were saying she should come on the show. Do y'all think if she were to come on the show that would bring ratings back, or should the show just be like what can they do, or should he just like let it go? Like this should be the last season type thing.
You know what? I feel like the show has been, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. I could continue to watch the show if they get Kimmy off this show talking about her fucking vagina. I could watch it. I could watch it. It has not been that horrible. if every episode I'm not reminded, like literally during the episode, y'all watching Insecure when Issa was up there rapping about her broken pussy.
Yes.
I started rapping it when I was watching Insecure. Like, is this the point to where we at? And no shade. I'm just saying, she the one coming to us. Like
Yes.
you basically would rather the story be that you have a broken puss than the story be that your husband, is not being considerate. So that's why I was saying that. But honestly, I don't think it's that bad. And I don't think Ariana should come on the show. I don't want to see Ariana. I think that'll be like, I just think she would be the worst TV because she would try so hard. She would have so much to prove. Like, I can't even stand seeing these little 2-second clips of her every time she out with Martell. Y'all see me? I can't and I won't.
Because you still real proud of being with an ain't shit ass nigga that is barely got somewhere to stay. And you showing him off on your social media like, oh, I won a prize. Yeah, a nigga that could barely find a place to live. And if he was not on a reality show, he wouldn't have a job. But you really excited about him. And that's sad.
Yikes. Well, anything else for Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Tisha was crying real bad in that scene after they finished talking about Kimmy's coochie. They were talking about how Tisha is so sad and everything because she wanted to work, but now it's so hard. And to me, it sounds like it's one of them situations where Marceau is not helping her because he's trying to teach her a lesson, kind of the same way Lewis was teaching Tiffany a lesson. It seemed like I'm gonna be gone, so you're gonna have to fend for yourself a little bit more often because I told you not to do this. And it's the same thing with Marceau and Tisha. I told you not to go back to work. I told you just need to be a stay-at-home mom. So now I'm gonna make it so hard for you that you're gonna be too fucking tired, and now you want to go back to being a stay-at-home mom because you can't handle your kids and the business and all of the different houses that y'all are living in. And to me, this is a sign that Marceau is not a good leader. Because if your wife can't flourish when your children are becoming fucking teens, it's because you're creating too much turmoil and not enough stability for her. And then that's how I feel. So at the end of the day, niggas want to talk all that shit about protecting and providing, which we all know is bullshit, but you are not leading in a way that makes it easy for your wife to do whatever it is that she needs to do for herself, including taking care of y'all household and y'all children. You're making it hard on her because you're trying to break her. And you're close because she on there crying real bad. So he's winning. Shout out to Marceau for winning on breaking his wife down, until she doesn't want the things that she wants anymore.
I was wondering about that because I'm wondering if it's what you're saying or if he's slick pushing her out of stuff. And she's lost because she's wrapped herself up in the past few years over what the hell he got going on. That now that he got his business partner or whatever, like he really pushing her out. He don't really go to her for nothing. So I'm like, are you just lost? Because like, here's the thing. She's talking about all of the stuff that she got going on, but you been had that going on. You been
that's
had
what I was thinking too.
Y'all been trying to get another house, dealing with this house. Then you was driving, going however many hours away just to go get your master's. So I'm confused. Like I'm feeling like it must be something else that's
Jamie.
going on.
Like
So,
better say it.
Like him cheating on you, like that being his back in that picture.
You better say it, because what I was thinking about when she was doing all that crying was the people saying they were separated, and that's why they was renovating. Because even when she started telling the two stories, I'm like, if y'all building this house and the other house y'all don't plan to stay in long term, why the fuck are you renovating two homes? Well, renovating and then building another house at the same time. It just didn't make sense to me. I was like, you crying about something else. And whenever she said Marceau suggested that we go to counseling, I said, girl, he said we go to counseling. But the thing was this, whenever she said that he suggested they go to counseling, to me, I was like, even still, he probably don't want to go to counseling. That's just a way to have you shaking in your fucking boots to let you know that I'm about to strong arm you and I'm almost really done fucking with you. Because if I say we go to counseling, you should be nervous. And that's all I thought it was. So I agree with what both of y'all are saying. I think it's definitely something else.
Yeah.
I think it's all of it. Like, I think he is cheating. I think he does make it harder for her to do things like in their business by pushing her out. I also think he makes it harder for her to do whatever she wants to do for herself because he doesn't help her with the kids as much. So, yeah. I mean, you know, you get with
Leave
weak
it
ass
at
niggas
that.
and let them lead you into hell, and here it is.
Yikes. Um, anything else on Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Thank you, Now Style, for the super chat. They need
Oh
some
wait.
like
Oh,
younger
I'm sorry.
I think they're talking about Bell Collective needing, Latrice, her age. Yes, I agree. Thank you for the super chat. They need younger folks on Bell Collective for sure.
We
Except for
didn't
just
talk about
Latrice.
Chris and Martell.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Thank you for reminding us.
Chris and Martell.
Yeah. So for me, Chris is showing up a slight bit weak when it comes to Martell to me. And that's not just because of the situation with Nell, it's also the house situation. So when he said, you know, shout out to Martell for finally getting out of the house, I was just like, why are you still acting like he wasn't taking advantage of you and basically telling you that you wasn't going to do shit about it? Like he was basically like, I'm going to stay in this house till I fucking feel like getting out and you just going to deal with it. And I'm going to talk to your wife however I feel like talking to your wife, because women are not about to disrespect men. And I was like, I've been telling y'all that he is a flaming misogynist. He does not really like women. He likes to fuck women and he likes to use women, but he don't respect them and he don't like them. All of the women are just par for course. They have real respect with one another because each other hold each other's secrets. But he basically was telling Chris, like, you know how this go. Your wife don't matter as much as me. Just like my wife didn't matter as much as you, or you know what I'm saying? Like their relationships with each other to me seem like they matter more than their relationships with their wives. And Chris seems to care more about his relationship with his wife ultimately, but in front of his homeboys, he still lets them punk him. I feel like Chris
yeah, I
let
think he definitely lets them punk him, because there's no way Martell should have sat up there and said that lady was disrespectful and but I think he asked him, like, was she disrespectful or was she right in what she said or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Either way, Martell ass was wrong. Every
yeah.
time you don't want to hear something when somebody's giving you the truth, your ass say they disrespectful. Boy, fuck you. But did y'all catch the purse on the counter?
No.
Yeah, he had a little somebody Chanel bag. Somebody had a bag on. I'm like, well, who you got in the house?
Mm.
And then midway through the scene, you don't see the purse there no more. I'm like, girl, I know that ain't production purse. So did
Somebody
you
was
get
in there.
another house or did you move in with somebody? Okay, well, maybe both. What you say, Necey? You muted.
That wasn't his house. That's why he was standing in that kitchen. I'm sure the living room probably wasn't ready for filming. That's probably why he was just standing with his back up against the counters.
A mess.
Well, good luck to you, Martell. Anything else? No. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. And let's talk about Married to Medicine real quick. Like, Phaedra, Dr. Jackie, and Heavenly, they talk, and Phaedra don't feel like she did nothing wrong by inviting Quad, because they had been asking about this lady. So here she is. Okay. In addition to that, they talk about T and G and how Heavenly doesn't feel like they are ready to be married. But Phaedra feels the same way too. But it just seemed like Phaedra not telling her true opinion, because I don't know. It's like, I guess she wants Heavenly. Like, if anything blew up, it would be that Heavenly said it and you didn't say it. But you really do feel the same way, in my opinion. The way you kind of sat in that man's face and talked about a prenup, and then you kind of was talking about her like she was like a kid or something like that. You don't think they should be married either. But I don't know. It was just like she was trying to retain information in that moment, like take in stuff that she probably could run back and tell somebody else, versus like really answering, Dr. Heavenly's question about, do you think they're ready for marriage or whatnot? But I agree with Dr. Heavenly. They are not. And whether Phaedra was wrong or not, I enjoyed Quad popping the hell up on y'all at that bachelorette party. What did y'all think?
I enjoyed it because she came with gifts. I think if you're gonna, come to somebody shit that you probably shouldn't really be at least come with some nice gifts. I feel like Sweet Tea is a fan and she wanted Quad to be there. I feel like I don't like Toya. I don't like Toya's response. She was doing too much to me. I think Dr. Heavenly was right about everything she said about Sweet Tea. This wedding is rush. Y'all, you want to prove something. Like, I don't know what it is about women that it makes y'all feel like, a woman is doing something wrong when it comes to a man, and all he need is a woman like you, and then everything will be fixed. I think there is something gravely wrong with that type of mindset. And I feel like sweet tooth, bitch, I am done. Sweet tea, okay, Letitia, okay, for the third fucking Letitia for tonight that we didn't talked about. Letitia is young and dumb and full of cum. And I think that Dr. Heavenly, they can call Dr. Heavenly messy all they want to, but I think Dr. Heavenly was the only person real enough to say the truth of the situation. Like,
she should have said it to her though when they went to go when she had her taking all them shots of Patron.
Well, she did kind of, but not really. But you're right.
Nah, it shouldn't have been. I mean, for the sake of the show, but it shouldn't have been no group discussion. I do agree with you though. I think that Sweet Tea is under the impression that it'll work because of her and not somebody else. But she started, realizing whenever she said to Heavenly, I think Quad didn't lie about everything. She not that dumb.
But she still went on with this fucking wedding, sitting up there talking about get you a man like this. I was just like,
exactly.
Girl.
And I think that's because she thinks that the benefit is greater than whatever couple else she gonna take. And she's seeing it from that point of group. I don't know what they be talking about in that Facebook group, but I think that she very much thinks from the point of view of how she can benefit from this marriage. I'm not saying she is a gold digger 100%, but she feel like, hey, this is probably the best of the worst that I will get out here in these streets, so I'm gonna take it.
You think so? That's the best of the worst that she'll get in the streets?
For her, I think that's what she thinks. This is probably the most established person she's dated, to be for real.
I do believe that.
So I think that if she's thinking about the bullshit that comes with relationships, I think that she's comfortable with what she thinks are the dynamics of this relationship. So she's willing to see that through.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I got you now. Simone Cecil and Miles ass. Now, Simone, bitch, I typically be here for the people that got the money and want to take care of their kids and stuff like that, even, after they out of high school. But bitch, you lost me this episode. I can't take it. Girl, 5 years and he's still in damn college. You're gonna have to do something. You over here talking about you're gonna get this boy another year. You should have told his ass is ending in the fall. And why he just ain't, if he know he wants to be in communications or whatever, I understand him leaving Howard, taking that year off, going to another school. But that whole year he could have been out there working in doing production or whatever. And then the crazy thing for me is that y'all have been on Bravo for how many years? 10? Y'all ain't got no connects. I mean, was this just for the storyline? Y'all needed to film something? Because ain't no way y'all are connected now beyond just the show, because y'all also know other people. And this boy ain't got no type of production opportunity. I don't get that. And I know as much as we may want to be upset with Cecil for telling him don't take no classes over the summer, just do, intern, whatever it is. As much as we want to fault Cecil for shit, I have to fault Simone right with his ass too, because I feel like it's both of y'all. It's not just Cecil. It's both of y'all. You okay with it? You're the one that make the most damn money.
That's what I was thinking.
So I mean, girl, what? And I was just disappointed when I heard that damn 5 years, and you're gonna ask this man what first of all, he done wasted 5 years. Then you're gonna ask him what his 5-year plan is, and the baby said hopefully. I'm like, it's not hopefully, really. It's really giving what's the plan? But y'all rich, girl. Do what y'all shit. Okay.
The only reason I can't say I don't want to blame Cecil is because I low-key feel like Cecil be doing shit to piss Simone off because he's mad that Simone won't let him be friends with his girlfriend anymore. A lot of the shit that I feel like is going on in their relationship now is because of that situation. Y'all remember back when Simone and him was fighting over the lady and they was about to divorce, and then he stopped talking to the lady, and so now they back together. But now it's just kind of the shit that they say to each other on the fly. We never on the same team. We never on the same side. Him, saying stuff like, "What's wrong with generational wealth, nigga? You not bringing in enough money for you to think we got generational wealth around this motherfucker." That lady said, "I can't retire if I'm taking care of grown ass men." You're retired, but she's still working. So to me, I feel like, Simone, you the one that won't go ahead and leave this nigga and go be by yourself, because really you could. But, I guess she still likes Cecil on some level. I can't really tell, because they don't, to me, when you really paying attention to the shit that they say, they don't like each other. Cecil was the main one talking about the reason why he liked Sweet Tea was because he couldn't hear her, which make me feel like you get tired of hearing Simone ass talking to you. Okay. Like that's what that made me feel. So I'm looking at the situation like y'all faking the funk real good, but whenever them kids come around, we get to find out. I was really mad at the son saying that she not having sex no more because the warranty on that thing is expired. I was like, I ain't never in my life heard of his mama like that.
That's what Miles
I
told her.
didn't
And
hear that.
yeah, he said that. And I'm like, who the hell do you think you are, number one, to speak on that with your mama? And then number two, it's giving, do you pay any bills up in this mother? Do you fix anything around here? When's the last time? Do you think you're finna sit up here and talk to me about my cootie swat or whatever? I'm gonna do it if I want to do. Girl, I said, not this baby checking you and he don't pay a bill in the house.
And then he always look disheveled and like he don't get haircuts. That's another thing.
He look like he roll out of bed when he feel like it.
Did you catch how surprised he looked? To me, his facials look surprised that Simone was starting to be stern with him. He looked like, I was like,
I don't know. I feel like all that hooping and hollering she be doing, them kids is unfazed. They was looking at her like,
that's probably why he was looking like that. He was looking like
you doing the most.
Like,
why are you doing the most for these cameras? But when I was watching, I was thinking, this is the issue. This is why, men grow up and they be baby boys, they be men children. And that's very much what it's given, because you be hollering and saying, oh, well, we're going to give you one more year. That is a long ass time when you've had years to save. And it sounds like Cecil is willing to, if they say the right words, purchase an investment property. So you don't really even have to live with them. It sounds like it's something that's an option. But I don't know if her son got enough get up and go to live in his own place, fold his own clothes, make his own food. There's like, I don't know. It's just a big difference. I don't know what's going on. As soon as I was able to go to college, I never wanted to go back home. And not because, I grew up in a very nice environment. I had a decent upbringing, but I wanted independence. And I think that a lot of these parents do not, allow their kids to go out and get their own stuff enough to where they would prefer independence. It's crazy to me. A lot of these kids is like, yeah, I'll take them yelling, but I don't prefer independence because this is too easy for me.
Basically. And to me, that's the reason why when Cecil said that shit about generational wealth, nigga, you're saying the wrong thing. You mean you don't understand why, if we can pay for it, we can't let these boys live here until they figure it out. It's because they'll never fucking figure it out if they're just gonna wait on you.
Pushing them. Yeah.
That's basically what that oldest one seemed like. The youngest one feel like he like women, so he want to make sure he got whatever he needs to get the women. The oldest one look like he ain't trying to get no girlfriend. If he is trying to get a girlfriend, she don't look like us. But either way, because sometimes I feel like disheveled black men can only get with white women. I don't know why. Like, you not getting a haircut. Like,
it's equivalent to the black girls with the bad leave out and the bad wigs.
Up in the way Candace Owens never have her this part flat iron, but the rest is straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad. But yeah, no, I something about it just kind of makes me feel like y'all have coddled those boys because y'all have money. And I think y'all are stupid, honestly, because y'all are just teaching them that they don't have to work for anything. They don't have to do anything. Mommy and daddy are going to come and take care of them. It's the same thing with the Fletchers. Why the fuck would you pay to get that nigga out of jail? I would have paid for the dogs. And then I would have been like, since I know you did whatever they said you did, you're going to have to figure out a way to get out of this one. But that's how I was raised. I was raised that if you didn't do it, we'll do anything to get you out. But if you did that shit, you on your own.
I wonder what it was for. Did they say why he went to jail?
They didn't, but it didn't.
I wonder if that was his first time too. Huh?
I said they didn't dispute if he did it though. It didn't seem like it was a situation where he didn't do it. They didn't say none of that. He went to jail. It might have been traffic. It might have been, like, because niggas is stupid. They'll be driving around on a suspended license and shit and end up getting
Yeah.
arrested. But for $6,000, that means that you probably had what, a $60,000 bond? What did you
Yeah, I was
think?
about to say, what is
I
it?
wonder if he
10%?
probably had like weed or something on him, maybe.
He might have had drugs on him or something.
I'm
Probably.
wondering.
Driving
Especially
around.
with his late at night, can't sleep, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie, for the super chat. Her meeting quad definitely gave meet and greet too happy. Thank you for the super chat. I'm glad I read that because I want to talk about Sweet Tea real quick. I really don't want to call her Miss T. I didn't like when she had the rehearsal and she was talking to Greg and she made it seem like she was so stressed out and mentioned that I didn't like the fact that Quad showed up to the bachelorette party. So I have a few things to say with that. Don't try and play that lady out like she was problematic when you was excited to see her and told her to come sit right next to you. Don't do that. And then in addition, when you're really stressed out about that man and the fact that you not ready to go and be the wife that he needs you to be, which is cook, clean, slave, and whatever else you're gonna do in that house for this man. That's what you're really stressed about on top of that 14K. But in addition to that, if you were so bothered by Quad showing up, then why would you leave Heavenly off the list but keep Phaedra on the damn list when Phaedra was the one that brought the lady there anyway? That I'm like, okay, I don't know. I be here for some of your stuff, some of your antics, Miss T. And that's what I like about all these cast members. I don't care what nobody say. Like, each one of them gets on your for me, gets on my nerves in their own way, and then I enjoy them all at the same time. Potomac, completely different. I hate you, bitch, but with them, it's like they give you the balance of I can't stand her, but oh, I love that she did this. So I like that. And I feel like T is coming right in and she kind of fitting in a little bit. But when the older women have those subtle conversations to try to make it seem like this generation, this and that, it do make me feel like, damn, she gonna need somebody else younger on this show because y'all be on some other shit sometimes. And we ain't in them days no more. Stop that.
I think Sweet Tea will get on just fine with the rest of the ladies because it don't seem like she gonna let them push her over too much. But the thing is, I was thinking the same thing. You should have said Phaedra couldn't have came to the event, but she was reacting on behalf of what Greg would want, not what she would want.
Ooh, shit.
So she knew. Yeah, that's what she was doing in that scene. She didn't have an issue with Quad showing up, but she knew he was going to find out. So she had to react on his behalf and say, oh, I had an issue with Quad showing up. Just like she probably didn't have an issue. She didn't have an issue with Heavenly speaking, some real stuff on their marriage when they went to go have drinks. But she knows that whenever Dr. G run his back, he going to have a bigger issue with it too. So she like, what do I need to do to react on behalf of my man? To let him know that I'm sticking beside him. And that's what she was trying to get ahead of. Ooh, I forgot to mention Johnny. Once I realized that this was the Johnny that used to work for Candy, I felt like he probably scammed him on the 14th.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then I felt like Phaedra probably set it up. I was wondering if Phaedra got some off the top because
yes.
They work together, right? And you probably told Greg, oh, I got the perfect wedding planner for you. Hook him up with Johnny. Johnny hit you with that, oh, we need 14K 24 hours before and give Phaedra her little 5 on the top. Like, it definitely feel like some scammery shit going on.
This is scam.
And she got the pastor too. She brought the pastor too. So ain't no telling what that kickback was for the officiant.
Hold up. They said she disinvited Phaedra too, but Phaedra took the pastor. So
wait.
I guess, I listen. That's hilarious to me.
I would have took my pastor too, bitch. But that's some shady. Phaedra said, you gonna let me up in here and then gonna talk about that lady program look like a funeral program. Child, she ain't never lied. She ain't never lied. I was like, damn.
I was honestly happy that they let Heavenly and Damon in there anyway. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, why the thing for me that I like the fact that Sweet Tea will like pop at everybody when they come at her, but I don't like the fact that you thought you was gonna come on this show and be friends with this lady's ex-friend group. Like, that's so fucking weird that you thought you was just gonna be able to slide in on this show and oh well, she can't come because she said this, and she can't come because she's no, bitch, we paid for this shit. This whole cast gonna be up in here. You lucky Quad don't want to come, and Quad would rather be luxuriating in her bubble bath instead of being here at this shit.
I love that scene. I really did. It was so peaceful. You ain't got to worry about being stressed out. Somebody telling you what to do, what to make, what to cook, what to do. I loved it. I was like, baby.
In a much nicer bathtub.
Oh, but I did have a question.
Nice bathtub.
And I was wondering, when they got a divorce, did he have to give Quad spousal support at all? Because I'm just thinking, like, is some of your spousal support paying for that good house? I know Quad got other jobs and stuff and she makes good money, but I'm just wondering. And I'm like, not you don't went and got married. You know what I'm saying? Not you finna pay for your new wife and still paying for your old wife. But that was just the question. I mean, she probably didn't get spousal support, maybe because the show ended up being successful and she started making probably just as much as him. But that just crossed my mind. That just crossed my mind. I was just wondering that we need to get them done. Was there anything else that happened on the show? I feel like that was it. I think we covered everything. It was really like a laxed episode. But it was better than Wendy's episode with the whole christening or whatever, the communion thing from Potomac. But anything else on me? You're muted, Necey.
I said that was last episode, right?
Yeah. I think it was last episode. But we good on Married to Medicine? Perfect. Let's go ahead and slide over to what the people want to really talk about, which is Real Housewives of Potomac. But before we do that, please make sure that you guys are all right. Let's go ahead and talk about Potomac. So Robin and Giselle sit down. They link up. I ain't really care too much about Nica being in the car with her man getting that phone call. We'll just get to some of the main points. Robin and Giselle, they sit down having a conversation. We learned that they had a live podcast in Atlanta. And during that time, Giselle got the opportunity to speak with Juan. I was just wondering whether that conversation was in private or whether other people were around, since she feels so uncomfortable when she's in private settings with other people's husbands. It's just what I was wondering. Okay, now Giselle did let us know that Juan got loud with her based on the things that Robin said that she said, because she wasn't buying his lies. Okay, Robin decides to say, oh girl, he wasn't yelling at you. First of all, Robin, were you even there? It seemed like he wasn't even over there when they were talking. But anyway,
she was
over there talking about he wasn't yelling at you. He was a coach. He has hearing issues. And I said, Robin, that's what we doing?
Girl, that was the worst part to me, the excuse that she made. I was like, now he's short of hearing. And that's why, but then
she was laughing the whole time.
Right.
Then she said he wasn't yelling at her, but then said that, girl, what are you talking about? All he said was he didn't stick his thing in her. And I was like, and see, that's the thing. He was being vulgar with Giselle when he was talking to her. So I think he was yelling at her. I think they're both playing it down. I think Giselle played it down, and I think Robin playing it down. And I think there's a reason that we didn't see it on camera.
Yes. Anybody else? Because this is what I was comparing it to. Real Housewives of Atlanta, when everything was over and they had everybody set up their phones and do the recording and all of that extra stuff in the hotel room. Why y'all ain't do the same thing with Juan now? I don't think that's fair. I feel like that's still giving some type of special privilege that we don't get to be privy to the conversation of of Giselle and him. But we get to see these somewhat delicate conversations where it's like Giselle is slick calling Robin out so that she can not be called out by the fans, as far as Giselle being
Or
called out by
about
the
other
fans,
people.
but it's not as deep as you have taken it with other people's situations. It's like
Nah,
you
she
being
trying to fake
delicate.
jump
Is
ahead
that,
on it.
yeah. I didn't like that. I wish that we would have saw that. I do believe that Juan yelled at her.
I
And I
do.
do believe that
Y'all
he
think
was full of shit.
Juan got some type of pull like Michael Darby did?
I don't know what's going on.
No.
I don't think he got
I
pulled.
think so.
Something's going on because I'm gonna tell you what I really think. I think, and people gonna, feel how they feel, but I think motherfuckers is male identified. The producers, like people on Real Housewives of Potomac, protect the men on this show more than they protect the women on this show, and the show is about the women. It doesn't even make any sense. It to me, I feel like Robin is over there being like mentally and emotionally abused by Juan, even verbally. So I think that she walks on eggshells and everybody is responding to Robin walking on eggshells about Juan. Juan will blow up on people. So I think everybody is kind of moving like they scared of Juan or some shit. And I'm just trying to understand how you scared of a nigga that ain't got no job that's just staying at the house. Like,
Right. And what I'm thinking is like, did he is the show not showing him cuss Giselle out because he's going through a lawsuit? That's what I mean by pull. Like did they not show that part of the tapes in his favor for some reason? Because to me, it seems like something they definitely would have filmed, because if they didn't, to Robin's point, where are we discussing it? If it wasn't on film, her and Giselle technically didn't have to even talk about that. So I feel like what this scene was with Giselle and Robin was an opportunity to discuss what they didn't want to show, what they didn't want to put out.
Absolutely. But even Giselle was like, we don't have to get into what he said. We don't have to get into what he said. But they kind of got into a little bit of what was said. But I don't know. That just kind of irritated me, because you ain't take that same stance when it came to Chris last season, bitch. So here we are.
Listen,
But you
I
want
want
to be
to
like,
say
we don't have
the same thing Robin said at the end of the reunion show. Can we all admit a married man being in a hotel room with another woman? It doesn't look good, Robin. It doesn't look good, honey. And I still don't like the fact that she gets so upset and so mad whenever somebody bring up her and Juan, but she giggles and loves getting into the mess with other people. And I understand that on some level, that's like a human thing, right? You don't want people all in your business, but you love hearing about other people's shit. But the way at the end of the episode, Robin was like, they're not letting her talk. It's more to the story. And she's not getting all the story out, talking about Nica and Wendy. Like Wendy wasn't letting Nica get all of the tea out. I was just kind of like, coming from the bitch that really just tried to shut this whole shit down.
talk about it.
A nigga. Yeah, I don't like Robin. And I feel like Juan is a douchebag. I really want them both off the show. Like, get them out of here.
I agree. I've been trying, but girl, you irritating the hell out of me. Okay, that's one. Quick thing, Candace's mama and Chris. Every time that lady come around, she asking about Chris' finances, and I kind of want her to let it go. Because I feel like Candace enables his position. This man had a job doing well. Candace wanted him to be there, and I feel like that's fucked up that you snatch him from his job or put him in a position to quit, but then you get to go and be away from the damn house all this time. And you talking about Chris helps you with all of this, but the grass look like it need to be cut. Now, I like you, Candace, but girl, somebody need to get back there and get the mowing or something.
Let me tell you, I think the only reason her mama brought that shit up is because Candace was asking her mama for money.
I forgot. Did she say something about that in the kitchen?
She said something about the tour.
She asked her for a dishwasher.
Either a dishwasher or talking about that goddamn tour and how much money she spent on a tour, but how they gotta go bigger the next time because she don't have a record label anymore. When she was talking about that with her mom right before, she asked what Chris is doing. So it felt like you coming to me asking me for money, but what is your husband doing to help you pay for this damn tour? That's what that felt like to me.
I didn't think about that. That is a great point. Because she mentioned a tour gift, then she mentioned a dishwasher, then she was talking about we done spent so much money. And then God.
And Chris is yelling at me. Yes, that's her trying to get sympathy from her mama as well. I think that's a good point, Bondy. I didn't even think about that.
That's why I believe that Chris could have been cheating on her. Maybe not with that exact woman who was lying, but the story was plausible simply because of the dynamics of their relationship. I think that on some level, Chris be resenting Candace.
Mm.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because the thing is, she was used to living at the mercy of her mama because she was benefiting from her.
Mhm.
But him as a grown man having to do this, he probably like, shit, why did I ever? I don't know. It's kind of weird because on the flip side, Miss Dorothy's all in their business because Candace allows them. And it must be because they still benefiting from her some way. Who knows? I have no idea. But I think that's a lot of the dynamics. I don't know. I just couldn't imagine as a man being in a position where you feel like you got your mother-in-law that's overstepping. But then the question is she overstepping because there's, she got something on her, that's making her feel like she can step like that. She's benefiting y'all and she could take it away.
Candace's mom also wants her to have a conversation with Robin and move forward. And as I rethought about last season, fuck no. Because
I almost said fuck Robin.
I forgot about, Robin switched up at, close to the end of the season or at the reunion. 1 minute you team Chris, then you upholding Giselle BS. But girl, you also recorded some stuff that she said, and then you played it amongst the table trying to get her tied the fuck up. Y'all remember that?
Ooh,
when she recorded Candace,
she brought a whole ass speaker,
she screen recorded that live and then played that trying to get that girl tied. No, bitch, F you. So Candace, you shouldn't have even been surprised when she wasn't speaking to you, because you high-key did drag the hell out of her, and I'm not saying you shouldn't have, okay? But girl, no ma'am.
And I'm gonna tell you another reason why I didn't like that, because to me it's like, Dorothy, you already want Candace to ignore how you mistreat her and continue to just go along with y'all relationship like nothing happened. And so for you to turn around and want her to have that same attitude towards a bitch like Robin, that pissed me off, because it's like, where's the protection for your daughter? Where is the, I don't want you to fuck with her because she don't mean well. Like, where is that at? And that's the problem for me when Candace was talking about, oh, me and my mom are better. No, y'all are not. Because that lady to me still don't have your back the way I feel like she's supposed to under the circumstances of what goes on this show. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ain't gotta be, she ain't gotta be Tina Knowles writing paragraphs and shit. But damn, bitch, you could at least not have your daughter feeling bad because she don't want to be friends with somebody that dogged her out like that. Like,
yes, it is weird.
I like what
everybody rates but Candace. Exactly.
Yeah. She says she don't want her
Candace's husband.
She sees how these girls isolate women to get them off this show. That's for Candace's job security. That's why she wants her to have a conversation.
I don't think that's why. Because even when they had the drawback music video, Candace her position on the show was very comfortable, but she was talking shit about your daughter with them ladies who really don't fuck with her. I don't know. Something about that is weird. What is there to like about Robin? I mean, I'm not saying Robin's unlikable, but I mean from Miss Dorothy's point of view, what does Miss Dorothy like about Robin or Candace?
Miss Dorothy, honey. Girl, that's so mean.
She don't like her daughter. That's really what it
is. Is it that she don't like her? Or is it that she jealous?
Same.
I think it's because she can't control her in the way that she wants to control her. That's why.
She's definitely a tough parent. My God, today. In Nica and Wendy have the conversation at the table. And Nica came in guns blazing with an attitude. Also called Wendy a bitch. Okay, she cussed at her, then called her a bitch, and said that, she heard she had an issue with her and said her mom had a shrine, right? So first of all, in Nica, girl, I ain't necessarily saying it for you, but Wendy, don't sit too high up. Okay, because for me, you look dumb as hell. Okay,
yeah, Jami, I'm with you.
And around time of saying you're jealous of everything. If you've been jealous from the beginning, if you don't know her, what the hell is she jealous about from the beginning? So that makes me believe that y'all may have some type of interaction or something that, like, y'all do know each other, even though y'all saying that y'all don't. Y'all at least familiar. If y'all seen each other in passing, y'all don't know each other, but y'all know of each other. But I do believe that in Nica moved like Courtney moved with Real Housewives of Atlanta, acting like you really know this lady when you really don't know this lady. Wendy, it was unwarranted. You going to the back talking to Candace. First of all, why the fuck is you pulling Mia to the side to resolve stuff when she threw a drink in your damn face? Why is you pulling her to the side to have a conversation? Like, that don't make sense. Then you talking to Candace and them talking about it's not my fault that God did whatever with me and he clocked out on you. And it's just like, Wendy, have a seat. Like, you doing too, like this. I'm just not used to seeing Wendy like that. And she made herself look a dog ass fool. The deflection was horrible. And everybody just looked a damn fool. I was just disappointed.
Jamie,
I was disappointed.
I agree with everything you said, Jamie. It was cringe as fuck watching that play back. And that's what made me think, like, for me, I still don't fuck with Nica at all. I do not like her. She's on the show on assignment. There's something about her character that I don't trust. Like, I can't believe what she's saying. But it wasn't until Wendy started acting like that where I was like, this shit is not adding up. And it felt like whenever she was talking to Candace and the girls about God has done this with me and God this, it felt like to me she was trying to reinforce the fact that they are Christians. But in the same breath, I think it's two things. I immediately thought about how Wendy mama got into it with Mia last year in December and said, to hell with you and Peter, like sent this long message going off on her. That's what I think happened similarly with Nica. I don't think that this woman literally submitted your name to a shrine, but I do think that Wendy's mom will try to read people in the name of God. And I think that's what she was doing with Nica. I think Wendy knew that sounded odd, and Wendy tried to deflect from that. But as much as that's dumb, I feel like the more irresponsible thing that's going on is Nica allowing these women to make a mockery and make up all kind of sensationalized shit about their culture and be afraid of things. And it's just very irresponsible. And she's doing that because she's trying to get put on. So I'm not fucking with Nica at all. I think that they know of each other, but they don't know each other like that. But I do think that somebody called Nica on the show not wanting her to get on. I do.
I don't like a Nica. I don't like her. I don't like calling Wendy's mom a witch. I don't like how many times she brought up the shrine situation. You have nothing else to say. Wendy didn't do shit to you, but you have all of this anger for Wendy. Then y'all talking about Eddie unfollowed Ike on fucking Facebook. Y'all just trying too hard to create Wendy and her family as an adversary. And I just think it goes to show that as much as people try to act like, oh, my tribe, and, Nigerians and all of that, y'all don't give a fuck about that, because look how quick she came over here to throw all of that into the trash can so she can be friends with these white adjacent women. Just saying. But it does remind me the way y'all do like white people more than y'all like other black people. Just saying.
I feel like Wendy and Nica, Ike, and Eddie are definitely being used as deflections at this time to avoid from speaking about Robin and Juan. But understand it's on its way, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. At least I hope it's on its way. Because Robin pulled that same thing when she was talking to Giselle, and then she said, oh, let me tell you about this. She hurried up and got off of her one so she could talk about Wendy. But did y'all catch how all Karen was trying to do was bring a highlight to the fact that we don't rock with each other, but she showed up. Yeah. Robin made it a big deal. Right. Nothing about Juan. She made it a big deal so it could be Juan's cue to walk the hell off.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he did.
She said Juan and Robin, y'all came, and she was just saying, I'm grateful that y'all came, because first of all, Juan never comes to anything, and Robin, I don't get along with you, and y'all showed up, so I'm grateful y'all showed up. As soon as she said Juan's name in this group setting, I guess Juan thought he was about to get pulled into some group discussion about him cheating on Robin, so he decides to respond like, man, I ain't standing for this shit, I'm walking off, you fucking douchebag. And then Robin, because she's so scared that when she gets home, he's gonna verbally assault her ass behind this situation, that she hurry up and, why are you bringing up my name? Why are you bringing up my name? The way she did that to me was a response to Juan, not really a response to Karen. Because y'all do this shit all the time and you don't do all of that. It just kind of make me feel like she's always so scared of how these women are going to get her in trouble with Juan. Because whenever they say something about him, she ends up getting her ass handed to her by Juan.
Did y'all peep how Nica husband wanted to attach himself to Juan so fucking bad?
Follow
And maybe it was just me. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I
for
used to
one,
work out there. No, he said what? I worked out there. I went to
He's-
school out there.
he said, I went to school out there. He said, when'd you go? He said, man, you had already left before I got there. You a fan.
Oh,
You like
fan.
Juan.
Hello.
Yeah, he said you had already left before I got there. And then whenever Juan walked off, he walked off behind him. Like, man, you and your wife is one and the same. Y'all are fans and y'all are trying to attach yourself to other people on this show.
They
Same
are, but y'all
shit.
reach as hell. I thought people should be trying to attach themselves to y'all. Let y'all, tell me.
Oh, another moment I didn't like when he said that shit about say it with your chest to Eddie, and Wendy got in between them like, hold up, like let's walk away because I don't like how this feel. Like you could tell that was the energy that Wendy was on because she was more so turned towards Eddie when she
Yes.
stepped in between them.
Yes.
And then Nneka gonna say, no, back up off my husband. Let the men be men. Let the men be men. And then he turned around, stop talking. Like, yeah. I think that you and your husband disrespect each other and talk to each other any old kind of fucking way. And you mad because you ain't never seen Wendy and Eddie disrespecting each other on this goddamn show.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just need Wendy to re-enroll in Housewives boot camp because the whole stand-up spin around was not it. I was like, Wendy, I thought we left this in season 1. Zen win. This was not it. Wendy was cringe as fuck.
She don't know how to she don't know how to handle it yet. Because honestly, Wendy could have just that whole conversation could have been from her seat like she was. Girl, whatever.
Absolutely.
I don't care. And if my mama did submit your name to a shrine, we'll just wait and see if it works. Like
okay, that's all she had to say.
Yes,
we'll just wait.
And it made me think that your mama did. Like, I don't think her mama got a shrine, but it made me think that somebody in your family did something because the behavior was just odd. It was like, is she saying something that's maybe a little bit true? Like, did y'all really not want her on the show? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But it also was giving energy of Wendy knows that you conspired with some of these ladies on the show to come for me and it's not working. And I want to show over time that I'm unbothered, but everything you're doing is actually showing that you're bothered as fuck. And what I cannot stand is the fact that Ashley Darby wins again. Ashley Darby, all I keep seeing is Mimi Faust when she says classic Stevie J, because that's classic for classic Ashley Darby.
I'm starting to think this is the thing. Initially, I was upset thinking that Ashley was the conspirator, all this shit. I don't conspired all this shit. I don't think she did. I don't think she did. I think that Ashley was just the catalyst for the issues that Nneka already had with Wendy to come to the front. That's all it was. I think even if Ashley wouldn't have had the conversation with Wendy, we still be in the same situation, which is why I almost feel like I can't blame Ashley the way that I was in the beginning. Because Nneka is on assignment. Ashley is known for being messy. So Ashley's like, if you want me to bring it up, I will. This is a part of the plan.
Mm-hmm. She could be a catalyst for that. But I'm still gonna put it on Ashley. I don't care. It's on you, bitch. Okay? Because you made her feel comfortable enough to do some shit like that. So I'm still putting it on your ass because you also waited too long to come back to Wendy and tell her, hey guys, I messed up. My bad. I didn't mean, I think I said it inappropriately. You knew how you said it when you said it. So you had an intent to be messy as fuck. You sat down with Giselle, sat down with Nneka. The whole plan was for her to come for Wendy, especially after you found out the issue that they already was dealing with as far as the phone call or whatever. So Ashley, it was a scheme that all y'all came up with to come to us. Thank you, Nica, for the super chat. When Wendy first came on, they accused her family of being outcast, and Eddie's family has nothing to do with them. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do remember that because remember they had the wedding and they were trying to play that out like Eddie's family didn't like Wendy's family and this and that. So it's kind of coming up. I kind of like yet again, like there's something going on with Wendy's family. But was there anything else? I think that was it. There was nothing else really with Potomac. Was there anything else that y'all wanted to mention for Potomac?
No.
Okay. Well, that wraps up that. We'll go ahead and get into our gossip chat. All right, real quick, I just want to talk about Scrappy and Bambi real fast. Recently Bambi did an interview with V103 and she talked about how, first of all, Scrappy has been seen out with the baby mama Erica on different trips and stuff. And they asked Bambi when she came for her interview, has Scrappy invited her on any trips or whatever? The conversation came up about trips. And she said that he did invite her, right? She did not say that he invited her to Erica's trip. She just said he invited her and the kids on a trip, to which she actually declined. Well, Scrappy gets the opportunity to go back to V103 himself, and he pretty much explains the whole situation with inviting her on a trip. So here we go.
So I'm glad you said that, because when Baby was here, she talked about you inviting her on that vacation. She said she got invited first.
Yeah, right. Well, wait.
So then, listen, so that made me question. I'm like, oh my God, look at Scrap doing the thing, the novel thing. Like, I'm thinking you trying to make this whole co-parent dynamic work.
Well, for a minute I did, but then when I seen she was on some other stuff, I was like, nah, I'm cool.
So you didn't invite her first?
No.
So
I mean, it was, first of all, it wasn't even my trip. Erica had been planning this with her and her friends. I just jumped on it at the end of it. It wasn't even. That's why when I was like, huh? Like, that wasn't even that. Like,
did Erica invite her? Was it a family trip?
Now you know.
Okay.
That's it being messy.
Like I said, it was Erica and her friends. It was for Erica's birthday.
Look at his face.
Oh, gotcha.
It was for Erica's birthday.
I'm just like clarity.
Okay.
They had this. You know how women
y'all
plan
birthday trip, girl trip. Let's go.
Planning last year. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, I need a break. I need a getaway.
So I'm glad you said that, because when Baby was here, she talked about you inviting her on that vacation. She said she got invited first.
Yeah, right.
Well, wait.
So then, listen, so that made me question. I'm like, oh my God, look at Scrap doing the thing, the novel thing. Like, I'm thinking you trying to make this whole co-parent dynamic work.
Well, for a minute I did, but then when I seen she was on some other stuff, I was like, nah, I'm cool.
So you didn't invite her first?
No.
So
I mean, it was.
Boom. Okay. But he did admit that he invited her on a trip. He just did not invite her to that trip. That's why I replayed it, because I wanted to just get to that portion. I'm like, so you did invite her on the trip. Then you talking about you saw she was on some other stuff. No, you saw that she wasn't on no get back. Like like it typically is when y'all break up, get back together or whatever. You thought that she was gonna be on some Diamond and on some Erica type situation, and that's not what she was on. And like, what the hell? But I do want to say this. Did y'all catch that live when Mama D said that Erica and Diamond got into it?
No.
Yeah.
No, when she say that?
Yeah, I gotta see if I can find it. Like, Mama, let me see. I think somebody may have sent it to me. But yeah, she said Erica was on live and Mama D was standing next to her. She said, yeah, you remember, because that was the night you and Diamond got into it. And then Erica said, Mama D, I'm on live. God, dog. I was like, oh, this is crazy.
They both fighting over Scrappy.
Oh, over scraps of a dick. Do you hear me?
Two clowns.
Yes. But
we knew that though. And I said that. Like I said, when they was both going at Bambi online, I was like, y'all do realize that y'all are the two fucking him right now. I don't know why y'all are going at Bambi. Y'all are the two fucking him. But the reason why they were going after Bambi is because he's still sad about Bambi. They know on some level that he's sad about Bambi. So that's why they was going in on Bambi initially, because it didn't even make any sense. Like because I remember saying when Diamond was online, I'm like, girl, Bambi hasn't said anything about you. And the only thing she said was that if he is fucking with you, great, because that means he'll leave her alone. So I was just confused about why she was going off the way she was. And now I realize it's because, girl, you just mad because y'all all mad because y'all wasn't the one that he decided to marry and do the whole thing with.
Exactly.
Y'all feel like there was a prize in that. And there is no prize in that. That's what Bambi's whole experience just showed you. Why do you think that he's going to be different with you now, Erica? This is, to me, is crazy, because I think if a person will do something when they're angry with you, that's the testament of the type of person that they are. If he would send the police to you to investigate you as a fucking mother for child abuse because he was angry with you for whatever reason, please understand that nigga when Mad Day come will do something grimy to you again. I don't get it. This the same thing as him trying to always make Bambi out to be some lame or some fucked up person when you the one that fucked up your relationship by cheating on that girl with your ex because she couldn't stop paying her 3 kids attention to give it to you. Girl, so sad. And then you see they posted that video of him saving that girl in the pool, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
And that's so we can not feel like he ain't shit.
I saw people in the comments saying, but they won't talk about that. They won't talk about that.
And I wanted to be like, how deep was the pool?
They said video resurfaces.
Yeah, because it was old.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking the same thing. It looked like a bunch of them were standing in the pool.
Like, bitch, stand up. Like, you look like you're not that short. You could look like you could stand in this water, ma'am.
She was
yeah, she had to go home after that. That was embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Is this it?
Girl, all I know is I'm tired of Chaotic getting in the mix. Like, Chaotic, can you please go somewhere and do something? What's going on with you and them girls you fuck with?
Girl, I think this is shout out to Empress Radio. It's on her thing. Let me see. I'm just gonna play this snippet real quick. Hold on.
I think Bondy sent it in the chat earlier too.
Let me see. Let me share this. Hold on.
Oh,
okay.
this. Okay.
Yes.
She was there that night. Diamond, they was at the club when you and Diamond got into. I said,
I'm on live.
You smiling, but you should be embarrassed.
Granny.
No, because we bossy. He don't want you to be bossy. See, when a man don't want you to hang around an alpha female, they don't want them alpha females to get in your ear because they know they will tell you better. So men, take your wives, your crazy girlfriends, because Mama D and Erica gonna tell you the truth.
I don't want my lady to hang with these two.
Whoever this.
All right, so
co-parenting don't stop.
Oh, you know what? Let me play that piece. Let me play this piece so y'all can hear what she said. Yeah, that's the part right there.
Lord,
let me play that piece to give me
I'm just gonna refer to my
co-parenting don't stop when nobody's child is grown.
Yeah,
it goes on forever.
That's right.
Just like I just had Thanksgiving at my house and brought my parents together. They still got to come around and
That's not co-parenting.
Like they got some sense. Like it don't stop there.
Look, Scrappy father and his stepmom.
Y'all was just together Thanksgiving. What y'all? Exactly. Y'all so weird.
So we all together because we family. See, y'all women, y'all too cattish. Yeah. Y'all got crazy going on. Family is family.
Bitch, okay, I know you're not.
Y'all gotta put them feelings to the side. It's about the kids at the end of the day.
They grown. Right. I don't like
to continue on and on.
But I still respect her. Okay.
Stop. Not on my live. We are not entertaining none of that. No.
Girl, and this I don't know what else. Mama D sat up there and said, I don't like the hoofs, but I still have to respect. You do not give her no
I didn't know what she was saying.
Damn mess.
She's talking about Bambi.
Yeah, it's talking about Bambi. Yeah. While they go, to me, the thing that killed me with Erica is her always trying to pretend like she's above some shit. Like, damn, your mother-in-law just put you on blast for saying that you was fighting with Diamond in the club recently, bitch, over this nigga. And you don't want nobody to know that because you want everybody to think that you so evolved and you so grown and shit. But I keep telling them, if you really was, you wouldn't have never been handling any of this shit with Bam the way you was because it just never made sense. You always wanted that. Agree. And that's why you've been acting like, because you always wanted him. And now you trying to nanny boo boo. I got the man. Meanwhile, y'all over there at his mama house. Girl, bye.
Yeah.
Ain't that some messy shit? Well,
where he living at? Where he living at? Does he got a house? Because y'all know they be trying to act like he got a house, but I don't believe it. Chaotic be lying.
Yeah, Chaotic is such a liar. He messy as hell too. Anyway, anything else on Bambi and Scrap?
Nah, that's it.
All right, let's go ahead and switch gears. Tiana Taylor. It came out a while ago that she's getting a divorce from her husband, or at least they separated. But I believe the news just dropped last week that they are officially getting a divorce. Okay. A lot of people have things to say about their situation. Of course, he's embarrassed her because he was out there cheating, but then she tried to come back and play it up and make it seem like they had been separated this whole time, knowing that they wasn't separated. He pretty much embarrassed her, but she kept coming to the front to clean up his SHI. Even when the last situation happened with the TikTok thing, she cleaned that up, whatever. But a lot of people was on his R's last week because we learned from her attorney that certain details were not supposed to be out. And that's why she filed with her initials or their initials. But he actually went back and requested that their actual names be put out there. And now what I'm hearing is that Teyana is now trying to get the records sealed so that, I guess nobody learns additional things about their marriage. So I'll be honest and question, is she saying that because when he presents evidence or presents his side of the story, it could possibly paint her in a bad light? Or is she just simply doing that to protect her children?
They denied.
General.
Did you see where they denied that?
Oh, they denied it for her to steal the records?
Yeah.
I just knew that was going to be a shoe-in.
I saw earlier. They denied that.
Let me see. That's crazy. I just
posted that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jasmine Brand says Tiana Taylor's motion to seal the documents in the divorce case with Iman has been denied. Shit.
That means she don't care about y'all knowing what the fuck going on over there. Y'all, I'm shocked.
That means who don't care?
That means she don't care about y'all finding out what happened. Like her sealing it means she was trying to protect something. Not finding out that she's not sealing it.
No. She was
denied.
They
denied it.
She was trying to get it sealed, but they denied her.
Denied that she tried to seal it. No, y'all saying they denied.
The
judge denied it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's gonna be so messy. Well, I'm gonna enjoy talking about it as it comes out. You'll be okay, Tiana. You'll be okay, girl. Aman, though, I'm so shocked at you, and I believe her. I don't think she has any reason to lie. She's always been a protector of problematic men. Hi, Chris Brown. So I don't feel like she has any reason to lie about her experience of him. And I do want to refer back to those plats. I do want to refer back to those plats that he had. Those were problematic. I didn't know what was going on. Y'all know whenever men get and I'm not talking about, twist that are, locks. No, fucking plats. Okay. Just plat, little bitty, you know what I'm saying? Little plats that look problematic to me. I don't know what that is, but I mean, I guess I can keep thinking that whenever niggas get plats, they problematic because I had no clue that he was going to be like this.
It means they ran out of fucks to give.
Ugh, that's what that means. I don't care no more. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. I know all y'all women gonna think I look crazy, and I'm gonna do it anyway.
This is wild.
But I can't believe he was jealous of her. Like, you're worth $48 million. You were a successful basketball player. I know that's probably a lot of it too. But she said it happened a whole relationship, and he was playing during their relationship too. So, and then, she never got her just due, y'all. That's been the main thing about her career is that she kept getting fucked over. So she wanted to quit. So it's crazy to me that he was hating on her like that the whole time.
Yeah. But I'm still not surprised. That's how they be. Just because they got a little money don't mean they don't want more. So.
But to hate on your woman for it, when you got it is
I hope that these
crazy
documents end up making her look. Let me not say that. I hope I hope the documents end up making him look how I think he gonna look. That's the thing. If that's the case, I feel like she probably is trying to steal him on his behalf, just to not have people in none of their business and to not have the internet, for the sake of her kids. I don't think that she's done anything on her behalf to where she wouldn't want people to know anything about her. Honestly, I think it would benefit her if not her, it'll benefit him if her request was approved. But he to the point to where He's ran out of fucks to give.
And
And he feel like if you won't leave me, let's put it out there so you can look a fool, because narcissists truly believe they don't do anything wrong. And this man, based on what she said in her separation request, what's the separation request? Something, whatever statement she made when they put the separation divorce documents out, it sounded like he was a little bit narcissistic. So he thinks he's to the point to where he can do no wrong, even if he looks a fool. So I hope that these records expose that he is the fool that I think he might be.
That's so
I guess we'll
unfortunate.
see.
This is just one of them times I want to let everybody know, because everybody like to say, "Oh, Bondy can't stand men" and all of this shit, and I go hard. And I'm so hard on. I didn't think he was this. I didn't think he was like this. I am shocked, appalled, taken aback, disappointed.
Sad. Sorry to hear that. That's crazy.
It was College Hill for me.
I'm just still shook that the judge denied that. I would have expected that to get like automatically approved. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, me too.
You just rejected that. Somebody's not, it wasn't enough evidence for him to seal it, but he'll redact some of their financial records.
Yet they sealing records for Jonathan Majors. What?
And that's a fucking court case. And this is a divorce.
Right. That's why I think they sealing it for Megan Good. But either way it go, it's like, why? I'm not understanding.
Yeah. Well, anything else on these two?
Just
all right.
I wonder how fast this is gonna move.
Right.
We shall see.
Oh, wait, question.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think there's any possibility that all of this will come to a halt and they'll end up getting back together?
No.
Possibility.
Two different answers.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I think it's a possibility simply because she doesn't seem angry. She seems sad.
Yes, I think so.
So, and then the way she was concealing shit and hiding it and trying to protect and all of that type of stuff, I do feel like on some level she maybe was hoping that by her keeping it quiet, they might work it out. But him putting it out there makes me feel like that was a response to something. That was catchback for something. Because why wait all the way until the end of the year? She filed in January. And he waited until what, November, October to put this shit out? So I definitely feel like something must have happened. It also makes me wonder what was going on when that Chris Brown situation took place. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of questions, now knowing that this is their situation.
They claim he got mad because she wasn't doing something, working with him, directing his show, something.
Right.
She was working for somebody else but him.
But you remember when everybody was like, where was Amon? You know what I'm saying?
Where they weren't together.
Exactly, because they wasn't together. But it just also has me wondering, what's going on, with her, with Teyana in this time? Because you gotta be kind of coming out of the delusion of thinking that all of these niggas really cared about you, right? Because you falling out with your husband, then this shit with Chris Brown, somebody you went up for and fought for so heavy. It just kind of seems like there's a change happening probably inside of her that's, affecting everybody. Y'all know how it is. As soon as women stop being stupid, everybody get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts.
Anything else?
Y'all, this comment, Jim drops. Demetria Lucas, who did the story on Necey and her wife a few years ago, said, I didn't know she wrote that about them. Tiana team asked her for a write-up, then got a lot of edits with her write-up. Damn, I wonder what she said.
What that mean? Demetria, hold on. Tiana team wanted Demetria to write a story on her, and then when she wrote it, they wanted her to edit a bunch of shit.
Yeah. She said they were separate. They saw each other every other week, basically, because they were both traveling.
Well, all right. Well,
I wonder why they show didn't get renewed.
Probably cancel like everything else. They've been canceling shit left and right, saving money.
It was on BET though, wasn't it?
Oh, I
Was
thought
on
it was
BET?
on E. I thought it came on E, the same network as the Kardashians.
It was on.
Oh,
It was
okay.
on E,
Oh,
but I also felt
that
like
sounds
this
right.
was this season, and so it seemed weird that it didn't come back because people was watching, and I'm wondering, yeah, they were renewed. They didn't go through with it. I was wondering if because they were going through the marital issues, they decided to back out of the show.
Huh.
Possibly.
Crazy. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna lie. This is one of them times my nosy ass can't wait to find out whatever the fuck.
Me too. That's why I said I wonder how fast it's gonna go.
Right.
I'm waiting on this, and I'm waiting on Jonathan Majors.
And then Keke Palmer is next Tuesday. I believe it's her court hearing for that to get the, I guess, the permanent restraining or see what's gonna happen with her case. I think she got to go to court on Tuesday, so that's gonna be something. And as we speak on her, Saronis Jackson is being accused of putting his hands on his baby mama and trying to restrict her from leaving one state to go to the next. They're saying Dominique says back in 2020, she and Saronis were at her house and they got into a disagreement over someone in the industry. Saronis then started calling Dominique stupid, in which she said, "You talk to your mom like that, not me." Saronis reportedly became enraged and wrapped his arms around her neck and started choking her. Dominique says she is in shock and disbelief, or she was. As he was choking her, their daughter came downstairs and began to cry. He then released Dominique from the chokehold. She says he was so angry that he had blood coming from his mouth where he bit his tongue. The choking on his behalf, she says, the choking on his behalf is the norm. He is violent with women. Afterwards, there were several other times that he came to my apartment and would get angry for no reason, for no serious reason, and would start yelling at me. On one occasion, I told him that if he didn't stop raising his voice in my apartment, he would need to leave, or I would call the police. He responded by saying, "And then what? Since this incident, I've always tried to get along and keep the peace." She says, "I've been traumatized by these experiences and so much more."
I believe her.
Believe every word. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Every word of. She said, "You talk to your mama like that? Hell yeah, y'all talk to your mamas like that because that's how you seen your daddy talk to your mama."
Yeah, I believe they wrote statements on behalf of their dad when the incident went down. They definitely wrote statements. But it seemed like it was on behalf of the dad, but don't quote me, not sure. But they definitely wrote statements in this situation.
It was on the dad. I think we talked about that last week. That it was they wrote statements for their dad against their mom, who still has a restraining order against their damn daddy. So now it seems like the daddy and both of the sons are gonna have fucking restraining orders against their baby moms.
So when she made this post, remember after the Kiki thing, she had made a post and people thought that she was kind of like taunting Kiki type thing, and she was like,
I didn't get that from it though.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't think she was doing that either. I think it made sense to me.
Put this shit out there,
like y'all gonna listen now.
Because y'all wouldn't care when it was happening to my ass.
Me, yeah.
But now it's happening to Kiki. We're gonna just see how it all play out.
And I'm just like, that's wild to me. That's just, I just can't take it.
That's a scary looking picture of him down there.
Okay, stupid NIGGA. Then I'm like, girl, was y'all still smashing even after the fact? Were y'all still getting it in? Because why he just? I mean, I know y'all got a child, but don't just be coming over to my. Y'all do what y'all want to do, girl. We wishing her the best. Hopefully she can get out this situation. And possibly get sole custody. I just think it's messed up that she's being forced to stay in a state that she really can't afford to be in while she tries to fight this case, knowing that she doesn't have the money for both places. And he got her tied the hell up. What a sneaky dude. Like, I don't know, but that's that. Just wanted to give a quick update on what's happening with Saronis Jackson and Miss Dominique Perry. Okay. Next up, let's get into Diddy because he is continuing to look like a fool.
Who's that behind him?
That's Aaron Hall. That was like the best photo I could try and find.
Yeah, there aren't many good photos of Aaron Hall if he isn't on the album cover or CD cover.
Correct.
Oh.
That's Aaron, and they're both being accused. This is Diddy's third assault. I believe this woman is from the early 90s that is accusing them of violating her and her friend. They were doing a whole switcheroo allegedly. So she is now suing. And what's not working out so good for Mr. Aaron is the fact that he got audio of him talking about how Diddy and other people have watched him smash. So let me see if I can pull that up real quick, because I'm over here like, are y'all just gonna incriminate yourself with these old interviews, huh? Just gonna get yourself tied the hell up. Let me share this screen over here real quick.
Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to death. I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like, you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch. The thing is, a whole lot of niggas read about taking girls out to shop, taking girls to fly to Dubai and all that shit. Bitch, close your eyes. We anywhere. You feel me? And my whole thing is this. My whole thing is this, is that
talk about it.
If you can handle my dick and you can make me still be Aaron Hall without fucking rapping out your mouth, then I'll take you anywhere. Other than that shit, you back home, bitch. Niggas out there from jail.
And that's why you gonna be tied the hell up, sir. You gonna be tied the hell up as this person.
Lock his ass up.
Episode.
Lock his ass up.
Going to jail, bitch.
That's what it's definitely giving. And the crazy thing is they just been hitting Diddy with all kind of damn whammies. Because this is he has been taking L since November 16th. It's not funny, but it's funny.
God damn, not a list.
Yes, November 16th.
That's what that mean. I mean, it feel like every other day is something.
Yes, that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. He recently stepped down from Revolt. And also the charter school he was working with has ended its partnership with him. So then now my question is, is Howard University like thinking about taking the honorary doctorate from him? Is BET considering removing the Lifetime Achievement Awards or whatever that they've given to him, MTV? Were y'all gonna, I guess not. I mean, if they were, they probably would have done it already. I don't think he settled any of the cases after Cassie. So I guess we just gonna see, child. But he's still denying that he did it. But did y'all catch that he's been out and about with Young Miami?
I ain't seen no.
It was a video.
I haven't seen it, but I know because that's his bottom bitch.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. She was right behind him. Did y'all have anything to say about Aaron and Diddy before we move on?
I'm scared, and it's about time.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable just looking at this picture of him. Ugh,
y'all gotta be more careful. Gots to be. It's too late, but good luck. Let's go ahead and move on to our last topic of the night, which is T.I. and King. I feel like this story has grown so many damn legs. From the incident that took place at the stadium, from the stadium to people over there talking about, well, we'll get into it. It's going to be a flyer, people trying to put T.I. on the flyer, T.I. go to the club, go to hell off. So people over there talking about, hey, that ain't T.I.'s son. And Tiny had to come out and say, no, that is his child. Stop playing. Okay. But this is the video of them getting into it.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
Period. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So, man, go.
In your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I had in the neighborhood with me that woke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando and man my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said it, he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, Tip used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You to hold your breath and throw tantrums to go over there.
I don't want want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he can suck and pacify over there till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house. You
crying like a baby. Hold it real.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to second pass it, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding
it. He capping. He capping. Hey, he know I stand on business. He know that. Can't no nigga ever pull my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I don't feel like you stand on business.
Yeah, I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world? I'm gonna put it out there for them to see. I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Let's go. Get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other shit. Like this being sick. Just being sick. No, I'm being real. You lying. You up here flagging. You're capping. You capping. I know you capping. I know you.
Ain't no mystery about here.
I know you though. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man,
what is you talking about?
Get off me, man, get off me,
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
He can't do nothing with me.
Do with me needs to be put on a t-shirt. Okay.
Yeah. Ain't shit you can do with me.
For sure. Do you guys think that King was doing too much in this video? Do you think that his parents were wrong for antagonizing him? What are your thoughts about that?
I'm glad that his parents. Well, hold on. Let me say this. I feel like I've seen this a lot. A lot of the suburban / privileged kids wanted to be attached to the hood that their parents got them out of or got away from, so they never had to experience it. And I think that's what we're seeing here. And I think just like a month or two ago, it was a headline that he was not raised with T.I. and Tiny, and that his grandma had raised him. And basically, by the time they finished filming, they was done fucking with him. So I feel like this is something that T.I. and Tiny needed to respond to. He went to his grandma's house because he wanted to. I'm not gonna say that, like, he's a child, he gets to decide where he wants to go. I think it was also to his parents' benefit. If that's what you wanted to do, they was working jobs, traveling and stuff like that. But I think he trying to attach himself to a struggle. Like, you feel like you got something to prove because you T.I.'s son, which is why all of a sudden you're going to be standing on business. Something from turn from a joke, you got to prove to somebody how hard you are. How old is he? Do we know? 19? Yeah, he's very much giving 14-year-old energy. He probably got little man syndrome too. It's a couple things mixed in there that's not right. So I hope he mature from this, because this you was embarrassing yourself and your family, just like T.I. said.
I feel like the parents are already embarrassing, so they can't be embarrassed that much more. For me, I feel like when he kept saying that they were capping, like, I do get, he want to be hood. He wants to get the same street respect that T.I. get. I get all of that. But I also feel like if you was listening to what was actually like being said, it's a lot of shit going on there. And I think when Tiny took that moment to further embarrass him, talking about, he wanted to go by his grandmama house because he wanted to suck on the passage till he was 12 years old. It's like, bitch, you should ask yourself why your 12-year-old needed to suck on a pacifier until he was 12. It's probably because he was trying to self-soothe in a way that you weren't soothing him. And I feel like Tiny comes off like the mama that was more worried about her man than her kids. I think that T.I. comes off as the man that creates kids just so he can, show the world that his dick work and he's created all of these kids. But they were perpetrating. I think the whole Cosby show spin to their reality show is what he's talking about. And I think as a kid, once you realize that you've been lying for these fucking people your whole life and they still get online and try to front you out and embarrass you in front of people, like we all don't know you lying and why I really wasn't at the house and what was really going on. Like, I think that kids get to a point where it's like, I know. So why the fuck are you trying to play me out like this in front of all of these people? When I know y'all was at the house fucking and doing drugs.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask you what that was about. What you think he would? Okay.
Yeah, like I think that T.I., first of all, what the thing that comes to my mind the loudest is back when Tiny took the charge for him. They was driving around like in LA or Vegas or something like that, and they ended up being pulled over and they had like Molly and guns and shit. Like, he had shit in the car, and she took the fall. And of course, this makes sense in drug dealer girlfriend land because you take the case because his cases is already stacked up. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about them just being swingers. I think they was just really out here living their life reckless, like they didn't have any responsibility to those kids. And I think them being celebrities made it easier for them to do that because you can say, oh, we working. But Tiny, you wasn't working because T.I. didn't want you to work. And for some reason, Zonique and King both have that same thing. And let's not even talk about the kids that's not Tiny's kids that belong to the other women that T.I. didn't have kids with. Those kids may be quiet and don't say anything, but I also feel like they don't really fuck with y'all like that. I think that T.I. and Tiny have been pump faking and they use their kids to change an image, and the kids feel used and neglected. And I think they're just showing it in different ways. Like some of them aren't talking. Every now and again, you see, Deja throw some little shit, some subliminal shit out there every now and again. Zonique be like, my grandmama really raised me. So, and I think that because Tiny like would push OMG girls. And now Eris is singing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because y'all push them when it comes to the business, everybody thinks that y'all are like hands-on parents. But if you was actually looking at like the timeline, no, y'all really was out here partying, doing drugs, acting like y'all didn't have any responsibilities because y'all could just leave them kids with the grandparents. And to me, that is no different than what a lot of fucked up people do out in the world. Y'all go have kids, y'all do drugs, y'all, go to jail, y'all fuck up y'all lives, and y'all drop y'all kids off at y'all parents' house. The only difference here is we got money and fame. So even though, he a little asshole, apparently, obviously, but I will recall that T.I. ain't never tried to correct the little asshole until this moment. But when he was a little asshole, to the man at the Waffle House, you talking about you arguing with a show at all to cook. Instead of teaching him to be respectful of anybody, you teaching him he only have to respect people with money or people with street cred, right? And so now he acting a fool because he know he can't show up weak. He can't just let you play him out like that. Not only are you his fucking daddy and he 19 and, men and sons go through this situation, but also you're T.I. That little boy knows that he can't let you front him out no type of way. So as much as everybody want to be like, oh, he embarrassing the family, I feel like they were already embarrassing him. And they were pressing on a button that's sensitive for him as a kid. Like as a 19-year-old kid, I think them acting like he was with a silver spoon when for him, he felt like, man, y'all didn't fucking raise me. Y'all wasn't even worrying about me. Y'all was just taping and then sending me back by my grandma. When really a nigga might have wanted a little cuddle from their mama, but she too busy worrying about him. So let me go by my grandma, because at least by my grandma, I can get attention. At least by my grandma's house, I can go outside and play with the other kids and feel normal. It's not even about street shit. I think he just wanted to have like a normal childhood on some shit. Parents that more worried about what their kids got going on. Little football.
That's just the way he is having an outburst. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's what I need wanted. She wanted a normal childhood as well. Thank you for the super chat, Big Ann. What's going on with Tiara and Carrie Hilson? You might have to rewind the video. We've gone over that. Thank you for the super chat. D Johnson says King does have issues, but my parents are T.I. and Tiny. My dad is funny and charismatic, but at home he would belittle my sister and I in front of random people. My mom definitely supported the abuse. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I do feel like Tiny has enabled, some of T.I.'s behavior, but I also feel like she enabled her son's behavior because you wasn't out there checking him, talking about a damn pacifier. I used to love King on the show, but y'all used to let him get away with so much, get away with so damn much. When he was a kid, he definitely deserved to have his ass checked in that moment because he keep talking about he from the hood. Yeah, you could be raised at your grandma's house, but it don't mean that your grandma lived in the fucking hood. And the fact that you are still trying to force the narrative that you're from the hood and talk about the bando is enough to let me know that you did not grow up in the hood. You may have grown up in a nice environment where other kids were able to play, whereas the big ass house that y'all had, the mansions probably were spread the hell out. Y'all probably didn't see the kids or whatever. So yeah, that was different, but don't be acting like you really was over there raised in the hood.
You can put me in any hood. I'll stand on business.
I refuse to believe Tiny had, as a celebrity, and T.I. had this lady's mama in the fucking hood. I just refuse to believe that. I definitely believe that
somebody posted a picture of her house. I seen it on Twitter. She was definitely not in the hood. Definitely not.
It just wasn't behind the gate. It's the difference between a really nice regular neighborhood and somebody living behind a security guard.
Or security gate. And
it's your first season.
Those houses are different.
First season of Real Housewives of Atlanta type of house.
Right. Yes. But I just still feel like everybody is to fault. I don't think that King is innocent. I think now that he's becoming an adult, he need to be held accountable for his own actions, doing too fucking much. Because it really shouldn't even be that deep. You did have a silver spoon. Whether you want to accept it or not, you did. Whether you got that spoon at your grandma and them house or you got it from your damn mama and them. Period. You got it. But Tiny girl, you disappointed me the most because you was running up behind T.I. ass everywhere, and your daughter definitely said that, and we also saw that. But I mean, I was glad King got his ass hemmed up, because why you got to be the most problematic child out of every damn body? I understand you're the middle child, so you searching for some attention, but at the same time, when you was a kid, I feel like this is the crazy part for me. I felt like King got the most attention when he was younger, and he got away with the most shit. That's just crazy to me. Okay, so I don't know, but I just feel like
maybe he did the most when he was younger, kind of like he doing the most now, but in a toxic ass way.
He did. He used to do the most. So then now that makes me believe that that's his personality. But I want him to know that you ain't got to put on. Your daddy is validation enough for your validation too, in my opinion. Okay, and you want to talk about which one?
Gigi with the juice.
King was
a hyperactive child, and they didn't want to do the real parenting and deal with it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I like that. That's a good point.
Because I was thinking about it. I was like, I feel like them kids was never in like no sports or no like regular shit that would require parents to be there. Even Snoop was at his fucking kids' football games all the time. Damn. Right. But it just never seemed like they never had anything like that going on if it wasn't music or something a part of the reality show. And this is the thing. He's delusional. You absolutely have money and access and probably have been saved on a lot of occurrences because of who your people are. Their reputations precede you and you don't even know that. But for him personally, in the moment, I feel like he's tired of what people think happened and what actually happened. And he did put in the DM, somebody said in the comments, he said, if I'm a mistake, just say that.
I saw that.
I saw that too.
And he was in a car. Like you could tell that nigga went in the car and cried. And another thing I didn't like that because I feel like they could have not kept it going, and they kept it going until he had to respond like he did. Because it's like I
don't feel like he had to respond like that.
I feel like they both kept going because he kept talking about the hood, the bando. I did. King, did you ever go to sleep with a roach on you? Nah, but my homeboys, we talking about what you talking about your homeboys.
That was fucking funny to me when he said that's not the goal. Like nigga, I'm not
right. So it's like if it's not the goal, why are you making that a part of your aesthetic? Like I'm a little
Because
What are
he's
we
not
doing,
scared.
baby?
He's telling you he's not scared. Like, here's the thing. It don't matter that he didn't grow up in the hood. What he's saying is, it don't matter because I'm about it either way. I'm gonna
He
fight.
not though.
I'm gonna
And
pull a
that's the
gun.
thing
But he
for
kind of
me.
is though.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he
I
is
don't-
at
He's
all.
never had to truly experience that. Like, I don't
He
think
had
he
one
is.
fight in the
I think
bathroom.
he feels in his heart like he could be, but
Yeah.
I don't think he truly is.
But I also think it has a lot to do with him feeling the need to prove something to his dad as well. I don't even know if it's to the other people.
Nah,
I
they was
feel like
embarrassing
it's
him.
to
That was more
his
so that. Like, I'm
to
not
his
gonna let y'all
dad.
embarrass me in front of everybody. That's what that was.
But I want to get to standing on business real quick, y'all.
Please, because let's stand on
Because
it,
let's
okay?
let's stand
Let's
on
stand on
business because that's what T.I. does here.
Nigga, you can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Ain't nobody getting nothing going. Nothing. Call who you need to call. Do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on a motherfucking flyer, nigga, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but nigga, don't play with me in this city. It's my motherfucking city. Don't play with me in this city. Nigga, you can.
All right. So that was T.I. going off about a particular flyer. Okay. So let me see here. All right. So on this flyer that you see, the one in the red, it says sing, sip, or get choked out. And you see this photo of T.I. choking on his son. So once he found out about that, he went the slap off down there at 11:45, honey. Somebody sent it to him. He said, bet, watch I pulled up and went the dog off. Okay. After he went the hell off, obviously the owners or whoever decided to partner, okay, because they didn't have a deal at first. They was just using these people's likeness. T.I. went off, and so they decided to, book them for that actual night on Wednesdays. And it's so funny because they are rap artists. They ain't got nothing to do with no R&B, but y'all booked them for their R&B night. Okay. And they had the time of their damn life. And T.I. was out there standing on business on y'all. And he got a cute check from it too.
And he brought his
Who
son.
got a check? T.I. got a check.
Yeah, to book him and his son. They had to book both of them.
Got a check. I wonder if King got a check. He better have gotten a check. He probably did. He gonna Master P his son.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, here's the thing. I love the fact that T.I. can command energy and it's my city and all of this shit. But I feel like that's still like an extension of you throwing a temper tantrum and then getting mad at your son for throwing a temper tantrum. Like it, like I get it. I understand him being upset and all of that. But the way he handled it, is it really that different than the way Lil Bit handle shit? Or are they all both, light-skinned short men screaming to the top of their lungs whenever somebody play in their face? I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like it's different. Just because number one, he was on live, and that was his family, and it didn't seem that deep to me. Yes, it was a trigger for him, but it wasn't no like, I don't know. That type of behavior to me is more acceptable with some people on the street who trying to play you when it comes to some money. The shit's weird, especially because I saw T.I. come back and he posted something about like. He posted something basically saying he loved his son. They're gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
So for them to try to profit off of an event that was sensitive to their family, apparently they must have had a discussion if King felt the need to say if I was a mistake. That was something that was sensitive to their family, and you're gonna try to make a check and run me my money. So I'm not mad at the way that T.I. went off on them people. I don't think it was a temper tantrum. I think he did what needed to be done.
I mean, couldn't he? I mean, listen. I'm not saying I have a problem with what he did. I just said the way he did it. Like, did you have to do all of the screaming while nigga was on live and all of that extra shit? Like, you could have just.
Oh, you talking the screaming at the club?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he could have pulled up and still said everything he had to say without all of that. Cause y'all ain't gonna
Nah,
I
I would have disrespected their ass too. Don't put no fucking photo with me choking my son or anything like that on no damn flyer. And then on top of that, you're using me, you're using us and our moment to make money for your shit. Fuck no, you gonna have to break me off some of that shit with my celebrity. Oh hell no, I would have went in that bitch and went off too.
I don't disagree. I'm just simply pointing out the way they stand on business is the same. That's all. But yeah, I mean, do what you gotta do. I'm not saying the club wasn't wrong. That don't even make no fucking sense. Why would y'all put that on a flyer for R&B night? Like, ain't none of what these days R&B. Yeah, it is. But
I know, right?
it's real violent these days. But I just kind of, this is not the only time though that T.I., you know what I'm saying? Like T.I. has had moments before, you know what I'm saying? It's not just this. So that's why I kind of feel like essentially you still taught him how to handle himself in such a manner. But yeah.
Yeah, he heavily looks up to his dad. It's something about it because Damani nor the other son nor Major act like that. So I think I love the comment from Gigi because it got a lot to do with him being a hyperactive kid and him truly idolizing the fuck out of his dad, that he wants to be like him so bad. The father that you say wasn't there for you or didn't raise you or none of that you say, but you want to be just like him. Good luck, baby.
Yeah, I've been hearing people say that it was Tariq and Ghost, and it is.
I saw that.
I agree.
But Relly said T.I. and King have been promoting their altercation too. They have.
Oh, they have? What they been doing?
Well, I know King said he'll do an interview for 10K. If not, he ain't doing
Oh
nothing.
my gosh.
I said no, he
Get the
did not.
fuck.
Didn't they post a clip of them talking about it?
No, they posted
That was old.
it was for their interview. I mean, it was for their I guess they got a podcast or something. They did something together on Complex. So I don't know if they're gonna do another one, but they did something on Complex. But here's my thing. I feel like it's their altercation that they can make fun of and promote. It's ours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people gonna do their thing and promote and ridicule. That's what we do. But if you think you're gonna make a profit, I have every right to check you and be like, fuck no, that ain't going down. And I could get access to you in the city. We ain't doing that, baby. And guess what? They put respect on that man name because he stood on business. And King, that's the type of business that we talking about you stand on. Because you couldn't take your ass down there to 11:45 going off like your daddy, the man that didn't raise you, that you want to be like so bad. You couldn't go down there and get the same response. They would laugh at your ass like the people in Waffle House did.
He didn't say he didn't raise them. He just said that he ain't live in that house with them.
Well, I feel like that's kind of saying that they didn't raise you though. But I keep saying that you going to your grandma's house every time they take you to the big house and you done filming. It's like, let me go back. Like, but Shane, I still put fault on both of them because just because your child is crying to go over there doesn't mean you send them over there. You send them over there because you don't want to deal with them. That's why you're sending their ass over there.
It was to the parents' benefit as well.
When he said y'all capping, he wasn't lying about that. But I feel like all y'all capping. Like, it's not just you capping. Okay, it's them too. Everybody's a problematic.
His cap is more of a delusionary thing. Like, you know, he's delusional. He don't really understand because he's still 19 and still feeling all of the feelings. He's not like the brain ain't there. The head is big, but the brain is not there. His grown ass fucking parents though sat there and antagonized him and made fun of him, and then the mama start pushing him, and then the daddy get mad and come and put him in a chokehold in front of everybody. As somebody that has been jumped by their parents in front of people for like
shit.
When people do shit like that, like when they poke at you and you like trying to let it go, you trying to calm down as a kid, but they still feel like your anger is disrespectful, so they keep poking at you, and then when you blow up, then they turn into, oh wait a minute, because I'm the fucking parent and all that.
Yep, I
fucking with me like a fucking teenager a minute ago. And to me, that's just the main thing from that whole interaction, was watching them act like kids dealing with him. And then when he actually gets upset with y'all, because y'all are his fucking parents, like y'all are his parents ribbing him in front of a room full of people. He's not talking to his homeboys or some other people his own age. Y'all are his parents doing that to him in front of a room full of people at a goddamn football game. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. And I just kind of feel like y'all made that little boy like that. And now y'all mad that he is embarrassing y'all. But the truth of the matter is when people said y'all was having fucking sex parties and sticking your pinky toe in people's pussies, it could have been embarrassing for your kids. But I don't
Listen,
care
I
about that.
just hope that King, what he doesn't learn from this is that I can do more antics on social media so that I can book more appearances at nightclubs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know you've been like this all your life, but don't take it to the extreme power with all of this. Okay, let's not. I see you capitalizing off the moment, but let's not make this a Krishan Rock type, Blueface thing.
Ooh,
He should have
ongoing.
been trying to raise King instead of worrying about Deja's hymen. But
Oh
whatever.
God, now that is a fact. Worried about what she doing. Worried about this child talking about his ass is from the hood when he wasn't from the hood. But thank you for the super chat, D Johnson. My parents are now in their 50s and love each other. Damn. I keep my parents at arm's length, and it wasn't until I got therapy that I realized they gaslit to ignore their toxic dynamic. Thank you for the super chat, and that's typically how it goes. I'm sorry that happened to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Is there anything else, ladies? As we are way over time for our show. All right. We thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay. Make sure that you guys have your notifications on. Follow us on social media. Never know how the month of December may flow for us. Okay. So here's all the information here at OohLadiesFirstPanel, and you have the rest of the names there. Okay. We gonna see y'all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.